The Nationals, as they get ready to start this game, are traveling to Philadelphia to play the Philadelphia Phillies in the first game of a 3-game series. Citizens Bank Park is packed tonight for a Friday night baseball game, as they show lots of fans streaming into the stadium. And the Phillies, reason they have a lot of fans is their performance, being first place in the NL East with a dominant lead over the other teams. Welcome in tonight between the Washington Nationals and Philadelphia Phillies. Will be calling it, have not called a game in about 2 weeks. And now we're calling the Nats game, first game of a 3-game series. The Philadelphia Phillies are 74-53 with a very handsome lead over the Mets, who are 67-62. Looks like Philadelphia Phillies are going to make their way into the playoffs. The Mets do look like they're going to make it too. Currently, they are in the wild card. If they go on a streak, they could pass the Phillies, but currently they're in the wild card. And of course, the Nationals are 52-75, dead last in the NL East. They still have a chance to salvage a few games. If they win about 20 more games with about 40 games left in the season, they can have a better record than they did last season. So I already got people in. Brewer and MK saying, what's up? That's your start. Of course, the Marlins actually have been surprising, being third in the NL East. Didn't think they'd be doing that. The Braves just didn't have a good season. They're 58-69. The Braves are not much ahead of the Nationals. There's a chance that the Nationals can jump ahead of them, but even by this point in the season, you already had the first-round draft pick. Stay in last. Try to get another high pick by this point. Nationals and Phillies are starting at 6:45, so in about 9 minutes. You'll have the first pick. On ESPN, the Phillies have a 59% chance to win. The Nationals only have a 40%, but the Nationals have a red-hot Cade Cavalli on the mound, who went 7 shutty in his last appearance. 3 games this season, 16.1 innings, 17 hits given up, only 4 runs over 16.1 innings, 1 home run given up, 4 walks, and 14 strikeouts. His projected stats have only 1 more game finished and 4 strikeouts. I think he's going to dominate Philadelphia tonight. The Nationals have a 7.20 ERA. Or that's Cade Cavalli, actually. Cade Cavalli has a 7.20 ERA on the road, only 3 strikeouts. On the road, we'll see if he can do that. Have a little bit better of an outing tonight as he takes on a good team. He has only faced some pretty bad teams, to be honest. He hasn't seen too good competition. We'll see how he does against a really good Phillies lineup tonight. Probably one of the best teams he'll be able to face this season. Of course, he only got to have 1 game back in 2022, and then he got Tommy John 2023 and 2024. He was out. Here he is in 2025 trying to make a start. It's about 6:37. Excited to see how the Nationals do tonight with James Wood back in the leadoff spot. He's been good in that spot. He's been showing up, doing what he needs to do. I mean, he couldn't hit second very well. He was one of the worst hitters in baseball at that point, which was really surprising. Didn't know he'd be doing that, but now he's hitting .256 again on the season, but we expected something around that. But right now, his last 15, he's hitting .254, 188 over his last 30. It's falling a little bit, 167 over his last 7, but he's been slumping a little bit. .231 on-base percentage. That's all you need. You need to get on base, drive runs in the leadoff spot. If you can do that, you're going to have a good season. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're trying to get to a good amount of subscribers. We're at 55. Did jump up for our Giants and Pirates game, but we're doing Nats game tonight. Nats and Phillies. No other people on YouTube are doing this game, I believe. So we're going to get started now because Dr. Lay's covering his Pirates and Rockies. That's not going to be a good game. If I'm being honest, that's not going to be a good game. So we'll get started now with the starting lineups as we're about 5 minutes away from first pitch. Starting with the Nationals, who are 52-57, dead last in the NL East, 22 games behind in game 128. Leading off in left field is James Wood. Batting second is the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Batting third is the first baseman, Josh Bell. Batting fourth, the catcher, Riley Adams. Batting fifth at second base is going to be Luis Garcia Jr. Batting sixth at right field is Dylan Cruz. Batting seventh as the designated hitter, Dalen Lyle. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Brady House. And batting ninth in center field is Robert Hassel III in center field. On the mound for the Nationals is Cade Cavalli. Only has 1 win on the season with a 2.20 ERA. For the Phillies, who are 74-53 on the season, they're first in the NL East. They're ahead, and they're in the postseason leading off at shortstop, the former Nat Trey Turner. Batting second, another former Nat, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber. Batting third at first base, another former Nat, Bryce Harper. Batting fourth, I wish he played for the Nats, JT Realmuto. Realmuto is doing the catching. Batting fifth is Alec Boehm. Boehm's the third baseman. Batting sixth in center field, Brandon Marsh. Batting sixth in right field is Nick Castellanos, or batting seventh, is Castellanos in right. Batting eighth, the left fielder Max Kepler. And batting ninth at second base is Bryson Stott. On the mound for the Phillies is Taijuan Walker. He is 4-6 with a 3.34 ERA. Once again for the Nationals is Wood, Abrams, Bell, Adams, Garcia Jr., Cruz, Lyle House, Hassel III. With Cavalli on the mound for the Phillies, it's Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, Boehm, Marsh, Castellanos, Kepler, Stott. With Walker on the mound, give me Nationals 3, Phillies 5. I do not agree with that. I think it's going to be Nationals 4, Phillies 2. Got Cade Cavalli on the mound, but also you have the Nationals bullpen, which doesn't seem to know how to pitch. But they're doing well right now. Jose Ferrer and Cole Henry have teamed up to both become good closers. Didn't know that that Cole Henry would find a way to do some closing this season. Getting in the back end of the bullpen, he performs pretty well, but he's a former starter. You don't see former starters converted to closers like that, but it's happened. Eric Gagne was a converted starter into a closer. Mariano Rivera must have started a couple games in his career. So we're getting started in just a moment. If you're wondering, the Nationals are 26-36 on the road. They are 40-21 in their home. That's the Phillies. The Nationals at home have not been good, 26-39, 26-36 on the road. So they're about 26 each way, and then you got 52 wins because of it. They've been a little bit better on the road. They haven't lost as many games. They've lost 3 games. So you got 2 home run sluggers that are going to be facing off tonight. Looks like this thing glitched away. My field glitched away. Don't like it when it does that. So you got Kyle Schwarber has 45, facing off with James Wood with 26 home runs. We're getting started in just a moment, about 3 minutes away from the first pitch in this one. Wood with 26 home runs with a 256, 83 RBIs. Schwarber, 45 home runs, 253, 109 RBIs. He is the NL leader in home runs. The leaders for all the pitching stats are mostly Gore, except for wins. Irvin has 8 wins. Gore has a 4.11 ERA, which surprisingly is the best one on the Nationals staff. And he has Mackenzie Gore, they say he has 5 strikeouts. That cannot be right. Yeah, he has. On the road, he has 98 strikeouts. So he's pretty even. They do say he has 170 strikeouts. So he's one of the best pitchers for the Nationals, if not the best. He was the Nationals all-star pitcher. Surprisingly, the Nationals had 2 all-stars. They've had 2 consistently each year. The Nationals are going to be wearing their road gray uniforms with red, white, and blue trim. They're warming up now. The game's about to get going. Since MLB, this is the first game of the night. There's not any games we can check out for now. The Nationals and the Pirates are both starting at 6:45. Or it looks like the Astros are starting as well at 6:45 first pitch. 7:05 first pitch. They'll be starting hopefully in a bit. So they're the next game that's happening right now. But in delay right now is the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Colorado Rockies. And warming up also is Kansas City Royals and Detroit Tigers. But since there's no games currently on, we can go over and check on our Washington Nationals minor league affiliates, because they are both playing right now. They started at 6:45. 3 of them started at 6:45. So we'll check on those games. There are 2 games going on. Harrisburg and Erie are playing right now, the Senators being the Nationals AA affiliate. 2-0 Erie in the bottom of the second inning. On the mound for the Harrisburg Senators is Alex Clemmie, traded over to the Nationals, I believe. Or he was signed by them. Did not know. Yeah, he was traded in the Lane Thomas trade. Rafael Ramirez, Jose Tena, and Alex Clemmie. So he was in that trade. He's down at Harrisburg, giving up 2 runs so far in 1 inning of work. He's working into the second. And then Wilmington is playing Winston-Salem. That's the other game that's live right now. The Red Wings are getting underway. But Wilmington, I didn't know Juan Yepes got all the way sent down to Wilmington. Wow. He must be on a rehab assignment. Yeah, he's on a rehab assignment to High A. He's hitting second down there and playing first base. On the mound for them is Travis Steele. He's on the mound for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Getting started in just a moment is the Rochester Red Wings. Going to be on the Red Wings. On the mound is going to be Luckman for the Rochester Red Wings. Kyle Luckman's taking the mound. Their lineup, a little different than what we saw. It's going to be Franklin, Tana, Morales, Schnell, Pickney, Lipscomb, Arua, Stubbs, Nunez. We saw a lot of the guys who are at the pro level right now playing over there when we were calling it. There's a few minor league games underway, but we're here with Major League Baseball. So we're going to go in just a moment. Looks like ESPN's activated. Just know I'm going to be behind, so no spoilers as I fill you in. We're going to get started with the top of the first as soon as we get going. On the lines, it's Gerardo Parra at first, Ricky Gutierrez coaching over at third. This game is scheduled to get started at 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. So we're getting going there showing clips of Bob Carpenter. He's retiring this season. Bob Carpenter, the Nationals play-by-play TV affiliate. He's been with the team for 19 years. Charlie Slows, the radio guy, has been with them for 20 years. So I think that Slows is going to outdo him, though. Slows is slowing down, not calling as many big role games. There's 2 roles for the play-by-play broadcaster, calling 5 innings and 4 innings. That's how most people do it. He's calling 5. We're going to go in just a moment. It looks like Wood's going to face Taijuan Walker. They're getting started. Should have started this broadcast a little later. The field for the Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper at first, Bryson Stott at second, Kyle Schwarber at short, Alec Boehm at third. The outfield from left to right is Max Kepler, Brandon Marsh, and Nick Castellanos. Nick Castellanos looks like sometimes they say he's cursed, that he can only hit home runs when bad things happen. Here we go. 81 degrees and sunny at Citizens Bank Park. The Philadelphia Phillies are wearing their City Connect uniforms. Humidity is 30%. It's 81, hot day. First pitch to Wood is outside at 92 miles an hour, and we're underway here at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wood hitting 256. Abrams behind him. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Had a slider dunking in there, so it'll be a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2 at 89 with the cutter. 81 degrees and sunny. 26 games, 15 starts for Walker, 4-6 with a 3.34. The 2-1 is outside, ball 3 with an 87-mile-an-hour cutter. And it's a 3-1 count. ERA is a 3.34 for Walker. It'll be a 3-1. He comes to the plate, and that is in there. Called strike 2 with the cutter. And the count is full. So it'll be a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul, and it'll be 3-2 again. So the count is full. The Phillies wearing their blue and whitish City Connects, white trim. Here's the 3-2. Low and outside, ball 4, and James Wood is going to draw a walk to lead it off here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, C.J. Abrams, as Wood's on first with a walk, doing what a leadoff hitter should. It's going to be Abrams. Citizens Bank Park is packed, or I'm just used to seeing empty stadiums because I watch Nats baseball. So it'll be Abrams hitting from the left side, facing Taijuan Walker. Reliever and starter, 16 home runs with a 265. Here is. He's going to go over to Wood. Wood is back in there on a dive safely. That's the first disengagement by Walker. Wood will be on first after his leadoff walk. That pickoff was actually a good attempt. Wood got back in time, though. Harper was off the bag a little bit, didn't lay a good tag. Harper looks like he's still new to first, but he's been over there for a while. I'll always remember as an outfielder. Looks like they're challenging it. They're challenging the play of Wood being safe, and I think he's in there. The throw over was pretty obvious that he was in there. Actually, he might have gotten him. He was in there as Wood dove into the bag. Harper got him on the back, it looks like, as the pick over. It was a good move. You got to admit that, but Wood looks like he got in there. And it looks like a lot of the players are convinced Harper. We're going to take another look at it, and he looks like it's just in there safe. Might be out, but I believe it's safe. He got him right on the mid-back area. Phillies are challenging in the top of the first after a walk, so a full at-bat hasn't even happened, and they're already using their challenge. Wood is still checking. Walker thinks he's out. Looks like it was Walker who wanted to challenge the pitcher. Once again, Nationals wearing their road gray, red, white, and blue trim. The Phillies are wearing their City Connects. It is a Friday night game. Great evening on the live stream broadcast. Thank you, Charles Adderley. Thanks for showing up. That tag looks like it got him. It may have gotten him, but it looks like a tie to me, so I can't tell. Great evening. Hope you're doing well, Charles. Smash them through free subs and hit the like button. Thanks. Thank you, Charles, for hanging out. Looks like Wood is out on the play. So they're going to call him out. So it's a 1-3 pickoff. Corey Blazer, the crew chief, is over at first anywhere. They're going to call him out. So it looks like he's out. 1 out now. Abrams going to hit with 1 out now after the pickoff that was worked. It's a 1-3. Walker steps back the line. The pitch to Abrams is right in there. Called strike 1 with a cutter, and it's an 0-1 count. Abrams trying to do 20-20 again. Maybe he'll get it. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball down the line, but it's foul. We got 15 in chat. Wow. Didn't know we had 15 people here. Did not know. Looks like we do. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Maybe it's just bots. I'm great. Thanks for affording me the opportunity to contribute to District Nation Network. Thank you for showing up. The 0-2 is outside. Ball 1. It's a 1-2 count. So we got 17 people in the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can join the chat. It's not too chaotic. So to be a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Abrams. Outside, and it's 2-2. 16. Okay. Everyone likes and subscribe. We're breaking a record tonight. So it'll be a 2-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball on the curveball. Center field coming in is Marsh. That's going to drop for a base hit with a bloop single into center field. C.J. Abrams does a leadoff type of thing in the 2-hole. And there's a runner on first with 1 out after Wood was picked off. That was kind of a bloop single in there. Taijuan Walker's arsenal. You're going to see a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and a curveball. The cutter he's going to use 30% of the time. He already has used it about 80% of the time in this game. So it's going to bring up the 3-hitter, Josh Bell from the left side. First pitch to Bell. High, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. To you 19 people watching subs, so he gets 19 more subs. Yeah, get us to 70 or so. So it'll be 1-0 to Bell. From the left side, a switch hitter. That's not what I wanted to do. Here's the pitch. That is high, and it's a 2-0 count. It'd be nice to get to that sub count, but I don't think we're going to get it just quite today. Walker sets at the belt. The 2-0 to Bell. That's low and inside, ball 3 with the splitter, and it's a 3-0 count. Abrams leads away from first. So it'd be a 3-0 count. Here's the 3-0, and it's right in there, called strike 1 with a fastball, and it's a 3-1 count on the inside corner. So it'd be 3-1, 1 out. We got a few people in. Be sure to like and subscribe. We already got 5 likes on the stream. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2 on the cutter. Big hack from Josh Bell. So you got the best team in the NL East and the worst team in the NL East tonight facing off. So to be a full count with 1 out. He's going to pick over to Abrams. Abrams back in there safely. They're not going to challenge this one. So 3-2 with 1 out still. Abrams had a good lead, and Walker threw over. Abrams was back in there. Abrams leads away from first. Same amount of lead. 3-2, 1 out. He should be going. Taijuan Walker's going to pick over again, and Abrams is out on the play. Oh, my gosh. Second pickoff on the game by Walker, and it's 2 outs. So we've had a runner on first twice in this game, and they've picked him off. That's crazy. You've gotten 2 base runners. You should have runners on first and second with no outs. Abrams took a step. Yeah, he's out. Don't even challenge it. He's out of there. He got him on the arm as he was diving back in. Abrams took a step forward as Walker stepped off. So that's 2 outs now. in the top of the first. You've gotten picked off twice in the inning. Not what you want to see in the top of the first. And they are going to challenge it? You've got to be kidding me. He's out on the play. He's clearly out. But it looks like the Nationals are going to challenge this. When you look closely, actually, they zoomed in. It doesn't look like he got a tag on him. So Abrams might actually be safe on the play. Yeah, Harper just missed the tag. So it looks like Abrams will be safe here. Without commitment, you will never start. Without consistency, you'll never finish. Thank you for those wise words, Charles. So it looks like he might be safe, and we might have a runner on first with 1 out in a full count still. I don't know, though. So Abrams dove back into first. They really zoom in the camera. Harper didn't even graze him. So Abrams should be safe. So it's not 2 pickoffs in the inning, which would be kind of annoying, but it'd be something the first place team would do. The 5th place team is get 2 outs on 2 pickoffs. So it looks like after review, Abrams is going to be safe. So it looks like Abrams is going to be on first with 1 away. That's Harper over at first. He's gotten the chance to lay 2 outs, but he's not going to now. So now there's a runner on first still with 1 away. The 3-2 to Bell. Swinging a foul back, and it'll be 3-2 again off the net. Citizens Bank Park has a net behind you, so you won't get hit throughout a game. Never been to Citizens Bank Park. Been to Nats Park a lot. We've got 19 people in. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Everyone were subscribers here. We'd break a record on subs. The 3-2. Swinging another foul on an inside fastball, and it'll be 3-2 again. Mets and the Braves are going to start at 7:15 today. This is 8th pitch of the at-bat about to come. Walker sets the 3-2. Down low, ball 4, and Josh Bell is going to draw a walk here in the top of the first. So now there's 2 runners on with 1 out after the pickoff. Walker losing some control here. And now it's going to be the catcher, Riley Adams, who's hitting in the cleanup hole today. 206, 7 home runs, 19 ribbies. That's with limited at-bats, too. He's doing great. He's having a tear right now. When Ruiz went down, he was hitting in the 150s with a couple home runs. He's had 5 home runs, over 300 on the batting average over his last 15. He has been dominant. Keep him in the cleanup spot. First pitch to Adams. That runs inside on him, ball 1. Dusted Adams off just a bit, and he'll be 1 out. Here's the 1-0 to Adams. Swinging a ground ball. Foul ball to third baseman. Boom. So Abrams back to second, Bell back to first. That was a foul ball chopped to third base. If Adams can barrel the ball here. So if that pickoff didn't happen, you'd have bases loaded, no one out. Instead, you have runners on first and second with 1 out. But you work with what you got. So it'll be 1-1 with 1 out. It'll be a 1-1. Here's the pitch to Adams. Swinging and a foul back, and it'll be 1-2. I think we might have some of JJ's people here tonight, because I do know that JJ's not calling this Phillies game. So we might have a few people in there. If you're here from JJ's recommendation, welcome in. And this is our team, the Nationals. But if you're rooting for the Phillies, that's fine. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul, and it'll be 1-2 again. That was fouled back on the ground. Looks like my scorecard is behind by a little bit here. So I'm going to refresh this. So to be at 1-2, here's the pitch to Adams. That's down low and inside, and it's a 2-2 count with 1 away. A long first inning because of walks, pickoffs, and 2 challenges. So this has been a long top of the first. We started at 6:40 p.m. first pitch, and it's already 6:59. Here's the pitch. Inside, and the count is full. We're doing 3-2 now. "13 balls, 13 strikes in the inning. 26 pitches total for Taijuan Walker. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a pop up, and we'll do foul again. Sports Roustabouts here. Good day at District Nation and Charles Adderley. To everyone in the chat, go Philly. Okay, so we do have a couple Phillies fans in here, I guess. I'm fine with Phillies fans. I'm fine with Philly fans being here. I don't like the Phillies, but I'm glad you're here. 3-2. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right center field. Going back to center fielder Marsh at the track, at the wall. And that one is gone! Watch it fly. Riley Adams, top of the first. 3-run home run. 3-0 Nationals in the top of the first. Riley Adams takes it out of here. That scores Abrams and Bell. And this game is 3-0. 401 feet. 106.6 off the bat. Keep them in the cleanup spot. And it's 3-0 Nationals. They strike first. If Wood hadn't been picked off, it would have been 4-0, but a home run's a home run. So it's 3-0, and the Nationals, the 5th place NL East team, strike first on the first place team, the Phillies, in this game is 3-0. Riley Adams goes deep in the cleanup spot. If Ruiz were up, I don't think he would have done that. But looks like Riley Adams stepped up, found himself in the cleanup spot, hits home run number 8 with an amazing swing to dead center field, and it's 4-0. All the Nats fans are happy about that one. Silent Phillies a little bit, and Riley Adams looked happy about that one, pointed to center field on that. 3-0 in the top of the first. Walker has 28 pitches, and this is going to be an even longer inning now, as it'll be Luis Garcia Jr. now. So as soon as the Philly fan comes in, we get a 3-0 game now. Welcome in, Phillies fans. Hope you're having a great day, because it looks like your pitcher may not be. With 21 people in, thanks for coming in. You made the home run. 260 with 9 home runs for Garcia. First pitch is down in the low part of the zone. Strike 1 called. Your support on District Nation is greatly appreciated. Silent listeners and viewers included, you are valued indeed. Thanks. Thank you, Charles. 0-1 is slapped fouled on the third baseline, and it'll be 0-2. 30 pitches for Walker here in the first. I think this one might end up being a bullpen game. And this is a converted bullpen pitcher. Hasn't started all the games that he's been pitching this season. The 0-2 is low outside, and it's ball 1, 1-2 count. Splitter at 87 miles an hour. Splitter is a hard pitch to master. But Riley Adams, the catcher, doing it. The 1-2 is inside, ball 2. Garcia lets it go inside on him. Wait, they're going to call that strike 3? What? Okay, that's called strike 3. We'll check where it was in the zone. That was way inside and low, but they're going to get called strike 3 on that. No one liked that call. But that's the first out of the inning, or second out of the inning, excuse me, after Wood was picked off. First pitch to Dylan Cruz is outside, ball 1. This is the first time I'm actually calling Cruz off the injured list. 199 for Cruz on the season after his injury. Here's the 1-0, and it's low and inside, ball 2. It's a 2-0 count. So the Nationals are going to strike early here and make it 3-0. Here's the 2-0 to Cruz. Swing and a miss at a high cutter, and it's 2-1. So to be 2-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Cruz. That is called strike 2, high up in the zone. It'll be 2-2. 56 subscribers. Thank you, new subscriber, for joining the District Nation. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. We love everybody part of the District Nation. Maybe we'll hit 60 tonight. I don't know. So it'll be 2-2. Walker will go into the wind. Here's the pitch to Cruz. Low and outside, ball 3, and it's full now. Currently on the stream, we got a few people still in here. Thanks for everyone in here. And they already got Joe Ross up in the bullpen, former Nat, doing his thing. Here's the 3-2 to Cruz. Swinging a fly ball. Deep left field, but left fielder Kepler's going to be there this time. And that'll be out number 3. A few steps in front of the track is Kepler. And that'll be the third out of the inning. But the Nationals do what they do, because they may not be the most powerful team. Get a few hits, draw a couple walks, get 3 runs in the inning. 3-0 Nationals. They get 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors, no runners left on base after a first half inning. It is 3-0 since this was a long inning. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back in just a moment. We don't take breaks for every inning, just a long inning. I have to get something done just quickly. We're coming in now at the bottom of the first. 1 second here. All right, we're back. The mute button didn't work, which is kind of annoying when that doesn't work. But it's going to be Cade Cavalli to face Trey Turner here in inning number 1. Turner, the shortstop. Cade Cavalli brings his hands over his head. First pitch to Trey. That is called strike one with a fastball right in there. Trey Turner hitting over 300 at 303. DN. Thanks for showing up. Rhino, the DN, is here. We're just calling this game on a weekend. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Brady House is there at third. Fires over to first, and that's a 5-3 ground out. To get out, Trey Turner here in inning number 1. Bottom of the first. Turner's out on the ground out. Cade Cavalli wearing number 24. Thanks for tuning in. Or I know we got a few people in here for tonight's game. Thanks to everyone for showing up. Got a bunch of people here tonight. 18 people watching. Hopefully everyone can hit that like button and subscribe button. We are at 56, maybe 60 tonight. I don't know. Cavalli into the wind. He's facing lefty the Schwarber. That is low and inside. It's a 1-0 count. Schwarber is the designated hitter today. 253 average, 45 bombs, leader in the NL with home runs. Rising Rhino CEO founder, great evening. 109 RBIs for Schwarber. He has had a good offensive season. He's found his home here in Philly, which I don't like. I liked him better with Chicago. Cavalli getting a first taste of a good team. The 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field and foul. It'll be 1-1. Hit the like button and sub to District Nation Network for great play-by-play. Thank you, Charles Adderley. Hopefully everyone can. Maybe we can hit 60 tonight. If you want, spam the party things. Spam those party buttons whenever they hit a home run. In the chat, those emojis that you can spam. Spam the party ones whenever there's a home run. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 98, and it'll be 1-2. On deck is first baseman Bryce Harper. Had some action over at first. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Yeah, Rhino has himself some football this weekend, preseason and CFL. So it'll be 1-2. Cavalli steps back onto the rubber. He has a slower windup, bringing his hands over his head. The 1-2. Just outside, and it's 2-2. Is a knuckle curve that he just mixed in there. Let's go. This is powerful indeed. Yes, it is. Thank you, Charles Adderley. It's powerful when the Nationals are winning 3-0 in the first. It'll be a 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's a knuckle curve that falls low and inside, and the count is full. Cavalli into the wind. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4, and Schwarber's going to draw a walk here in the bottom of the first. If you're going to face one of the best hitters in the NL, you should be happy with a walk. In your first plate appearance against him, be happy with a walk when you're facing a guy like Kyle Schwarber in the bottom of the first. Especially if this is your 5th start in the big leagues over a span of 3 years, be happy with that. Cavalli set at the belt. First pitch to Bryce Harper. That's a curveball that dunks in there with the knuckle curve. That is a great pitch. I'm loving the Cade Cavalli knuckle curve. 263 for Harper, 21 bombs, 60 ribbies, 866 OPS. Cavalli sets. Here's the 0-1. That's high and outside, ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. We'll check on the MLB round the house after this happens. We'll check on how our guys do. It'll be a 1-1. Cade Cavalli comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing a center field liner. Robert Hassel is there. Line drive out to center. Hassel will catch it for out number 2. So a line out to center. And that'll bring up JT Realmuto with 2 outs and a runner on first. I'll be Remuto, 278, 9 bombs. First pitch to JT. That's a cutter that's inside ball one off the glove of Adams, and it bounces over down the first base line, but no movement from Schwarber over at first, who is not fast at all. So it'll be 1-0 with 2 outs. Remuto up, Bohm behind him. Cavalli sets. Here's the 1-0 to Remuto. Hits him in the back, drills him with the sinker. Remuto takes a look at him, but he's not going to do anything. Don't challenge Cade Cavalli. So Remuto's hit, that was inside and high. Didn't look like it was deliberate, but that was on the back. So both base runners have been on a walk and a hit by pitch now. Remuto took a look, but he didn't do anything else. Just took a nice little stare. Nothing else he's going to do. Should be 2 outs. Cavalli has runners on first and second now, but he hasn't given up a hit, which is pretty good. Here is the first pitch to Alec Bohm. That's a curveball. The knuckle curve will stay inside ball one. That's a good knuckle curve from Cade Cavalli. I mean, if you're not going to get Tommy John, use it. But if you're going to get Tommy John from it, don't use it. Cavalli sets. Here's the 1-0. That is a knuckle curve at 85, dunking in there, and it'll be a 1-1 count. I mean, if the knuckle curve works, use the knuckle curve. If you're going to use it and you're going to do that and you haven't hit a batter with the knuckle curve yet, I believe he hit both of them with the cutter. He might have walked Schwarber on the cutter, walking a hit by a batter, but if it works, it works. The 1-1. That's a fastball that stays up high, and it'll be a 2-1 count. That stayed high and inside. Looks like a woman just yelled at Cade Cavalli from the stands. Now like you're on the field. She just stood up and yelled. That was high anyway. It wasn't even that inside. Bohm didn't need to get out of the way. He just did. And Cavalli throws hard. Welcome to Philadelphia. Welcome to Philadelphia, DC. It'll be a 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Oh, sliding play by House. No play, though. So that's just a ground ball that he fields, but can't field it cleanly, so the bases are loaded. We'll see what they call it, but I think they might give him a base hit. I don't know what they're going to call it here, though. So I'll check ESPN to see what they gave him. But House slid and it went off his glove, but he had to make a sliding play for it. I don't know what they're going to call it here. Looks like... This pitch swinging a foul, and will be on one on the knuckle curve. Looks like they're going to give him an infield single. So it's 0-1. Rising Rhino, good day. Yeah, hello, Rising Rhino. Football play-by-play. Go subscribe to him. Feel inspired to join in the chat. You are welcome to do so at any time, respectfully. Thank you, Charles. So it'll be 0-1 with 2 outs. Here is the 0-1 to Marsh. Swinging a fly ball out to center. Robert Hassel ranges over a little bit to the left. He's going to make the catch for out number 3 on the play after Bohm with the infield single. They get 1 hit. So they do not score in the inning. They get 1 hit. No errors. They leave 3. So Cade Cavalli strands the bases loaded. Way to get out of a jam from him, showing that he is very good on the mound. And after 1 full inning is 3-0 Nationals. It's going to be Lyle to lead it off for the Nationals, the designated hitter, and then Brady House, the third baseman, and then Robert Hassel, the third, the center fielder. He's going to hit 3rd in the inning. He's the 9-hole hitter. Jacob Young not in the lineup tonight. So we'll go ahead and take a look over at MLB Round the House. This looks like in the bottom of the first, it's 0-0 between Colorado and Pittsburgh. All the games are in 0-0, so I'm just really going to run down the line. If you know they're all in 0-0, here are all the scores. If it's all 0-0, Colorado and Pittsburgh, Houston at Baltimore, Boston and New York. Okay, rivalry. I think it is a rivalry weekend, some sort of something like that, but, I mean, New York and Atlanta, that's not a rivalry. But top of the first, Toronto and Miami, Kansas City at Detroit, Boston at New York, Houston and Baltimore, and Colorado at Pittsburgh. Those are all your games going on right now. And about to start, New York Mets and Braves, Twins at White Sox, Cardinals at Rays, Cleveland, is going to Texas. San Francisco Giants against Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs at the Angels. The Reds at the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers at San Diego, 9:40. They're returning after the Dodgers sweep them. And the Athletics are going to go to Seattle at 10:10. Those are your later games. But we're here with one of the earlier games. But it is Friday Night Baseball here on District Nation. Be sure to like and subscribe for more stuff just like this. And thank you for tuning in today. We're still 56 subscribers. Got 7 likes. So glad I joined you today. Great job at District Nation. Thank you, Sports Roundabout. Be sure to check out Sports Roundabout. He advertises for other play-by-play guys, so you can find some good ones on his. So the keys to the game, the Nationals say, is keep Trey off the bases. I mean, that's the key for any win. If you are playing Trey Turner, you want him to go 0 for 5, but personally, I'm a Trey Turner fan. I want him to hit a grand slam. As long as we're winning by more than 5 runs, then go crazy, hit a grand slam. They're saying NL rivals, but it's the Nats against the Phillies. First place against 5th place, but 5th place has a lead right now. I don't even care if we don't win. We jumped out first. It'll be Dalen Lyle, the designated hitter. Lead off here in the second, 259, 3 bombs. First pitch to Lyle. That is high, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count to the designated hitter. Usually an outfielder. Looks like a squirrel got on the field and then just kind of ran off the field. Got into the stands. The 1-0 is low, ball 2, and it's a 2-0 count. I'm sad to say JJ's not here to call this game tonight. But a good thing, we're calling Nats and Phillies, so it'll be a 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the cutter, and it's 2-1. It'll be 2-1. Here's the pitch to Lyle. High, ball 3, high and outside, and it's 3-1. So it'll be 3-1 with no outs. Here's the pitch to Lyle. That is inside, ball 4, and Dalen Lyle will draw a walk here in the top of the second. Dalen Lyle leads off the second with a base on balls, and it's going to be Brady House now, the third baseman. If you don't remember, Brady House only has 2 home runs on the season, but he got them both in the same game, and one of them was clutch. His 3-run bomb, we called that game when the Brewers hosted the Nationals. First pitch to House is coming. Walker set at the belt. He throws over. Lyle's back in there safely. District Nation Live, play-by-play Washington Wizards, Nationals, Commanders, NFL. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you, Sports Roustabout, for reminding them. I'll make you a moderator in just a moment because you're a good mod. So it'd be Lyle taking a good lead away from first. First pitch to House. Siniger, line drive, sliding play, goes to second with it. Second baseman, 4-6-3, double play on the play. Great play by second baseman Stott on the sliding play. Went to short, Turner was there, and he fired it to first, and that's a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs here in the top of the second. House was hustling, but Stott made a great sliding play, threw it over to short, and Turner, as a strong arm, got the speeding House. We're on the journey to 100 subscribers, and he is out. I don't think you should challenge the play. We're on the journey to 100. Be sure to subscribe. First pitch to Hassel. It's a ball out. In there. Called strike 1. Looked like it was high and outside. 237, 2 bombs for Hassel. 13 RBIs, 583 OPS, the 0-1. Sloan outside, and it's a ball 1. 1-1 count. Two outs here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch to Hassel, and he flies this one foul down the left field line, out of play, and it'll be a 1-2 count with 2 outs. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. We don't have much time to do games this season, so I came in to call this one tonight between Nats and Phillies. The 1-2. Check swing. Yes. So it's a swing and strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Walker after 2 innings. So it's not 1-2-3 because Lyle draws a walk, but 3 batters face, no hits. No runners left on, so we're going to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0. Castellanos is going to lead it off for the Phillies, and then it's going to be Max Kepler, and then Bryson Stott, the second baseman, is going to hit. If you have not checked the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell. We're at 56 subscribers. We're trying to get more. I don't know how to make Roustabout. There we go. There you go, Sports Roustabout, your moderator. Thanks for hanging out with us, Sports Roustabout. So you got a few people in right now. Got 13 in right now. Thanks for everyone who is tuning in today. I'd like to see what our viewership is total. I'll check that in just a moment. We got 7 likes. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also go to the channel and check out the other channels in my channel subscription. In my description, I have a few channels you should subscribe to. We'll go through those next half inning. Got a lot of people in the chat tonight. The next stream is the one that's in there. It's going to be Redskins and Giants. I might cover a Nats game or two in between if I can find one I can do, but probably not, no. It's going to be the bottom of the second. Castellanos is going to lead it off. BRB. All right. 57 now. So we got 57 subscriber. Thank you. If you say something in the chat, I'll shout you out. But, I shout everybody out, but you're subscribers, so you'll get the special treatment. We're now at 57 subscribers. Thanks to everyone who has made this journey possible. Didn't know I'd be getting to 57 in August. So it's going to be Castellanos to lead off. As you know, ESPN's ahead of me, so just let me make the call. I'm watching it locally, which is kind of hard to do. Cavalli's going to step back onto the rubber for the bottom of the second. He went scoreless in the first. Last outing, he went 7 shutty. The goal is 60 at some point. Then we'll just keep climbing 70, 80, 90, 100 with subscribers. Cavalli into the wind, facing Castellanos, who hits 253, first pitch. It's low and outside with the knuckle curve, and it's ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. On deck is Kepler, the left fielder. So you got right left fielder, and then second baseman hitting. It'll be a 1-0. Cavalli into the wind. The 1-0 pitch to Castellanos. Swinging a ground ball, foul. Down the third baseline will be 1-1, retrieved by the ball girl. Cavalli only has 21 pitches heading into the second here. He's not the greatest with the pitch count, but he went 7 at one point. So he knows what to do. He's been a lot in the minors. He knows how to work the count. The 1-1. That's low, ball 2, and it's a 2-1 count. I hope Cavalli stays because he's been injured a lot. Hasn't had time with the Nationals a lot. Last season was 2022. He's back here after a couple starts. Here's the 2-1. Castellanos lines this one down the left field line, but it's foul, and we'll do 2-2. 253, 16 home runs, 61 ribbies with a 702. This will be 2-2 with no outs. 2-2. Here's the pitch. So in a grounder, foul and knuckle curve. Had Castellanos reaching out, just throwing his hands at it. That knuckle curve is good with 2 strikes. They're expecting a breaking ball and they don't get it. Great use of the breaking ball. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Abrams cannot get it. That one's going to go up the middle, and that's a base hit for Nick Castellanos here in the bottom of the second inning. He grounds one up the middle for a base knock. So now it's going to bring up Max Kepler with no one out. So Cavalli had a good outing against the Phillies. His 7 shutty was against the Phillies. I didn't even know that. He had a great outing against them. Do your thing, Cavalli. He went crazy. He yelled some things into his glove, but I think those were good things. If you're going to do it. Have a day. He sets. Here's the first pitch to Kepler, the lefty. He stands. He goes. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line and foul. It'll be a 1. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I know we have a few like and subscribes tonight. Here is the 0-1 from Cavalli. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, low and inside. Gets away from the catcher, Adams, but Castellanos, not fast, is not going anywhere. So to be 0-2 now. Once again, Cavalli knows when and how to use that good breaking ball. So to be 0-2 with no outs. Castellanos leads away from first with no outs. Cavalli checking his signs and comes set. The 0-2. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow left. House going out, barely into the outfield. He's going to catch it in fair territory for out number 1. So House makes that catch, and that'll bring up second baseman Bryson Stott with 1 away. So it's going to be Bryson Stott. He has the AOA-OK walk-up song. I mean, it's cool, but it's in Philadelphia, so. I mean, they look good. Philadelphia's cool during the playoffs if they go far. Hopefully, maybe they'll go far. Maybe they'll go against the Dodgers. First pitch to Stott. Dunks in there, called strike 1 from Cavalli. I think in a couple years the Nationals will be back in the postseason. They're not there now, but they're going to get there. Now the Pirates have a 2-0 lead in the top of the second. That's an MLB alert. Cavalli sets. Here comes the 0-1 to Stott. That is outside, and it's a 1-1 count with 1 out. Royals and Tigers in the second. Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead over the Marlins in the bottom of the first. Mets and Braves scoreless in the bottom of the first. We're still getting some games started because it's still early. It isn't even 7:35 yet, which is when a lot more games start. The 1-1. That's going to be inside. Ball 2. That call was a strike an inning ago when it was the Nationals, but it's a 2-1 count now. That was a ball for them. So it'll be 2-1 with 1 away. Got a lot more West Coast games, it looks like. Starting around the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock threshold. So it'd be 2-1, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's a knuckle curve that'll dunk in there, and it's 2-2 with a called strike. I'm in a new setup in my house with 2 monitors instead of 2 computers. This works well. So it'd be 2-2 with 1 away. Here's the pitch. So in a ground ball through the hole in the left center field. Hassel having to come in and chase after. Castellanos hustles to third. The throw's into second. And Castellanos is into third with a Bryson Stott single in the left center field to Robert Hassel's center fielder. So now there's runners on the corners with 1 out. I think in this situation, Cavalli's thinking ground ball to short or second or even third. Get the 5-4-3-6, 4-3, 4-6-3 ground ball. Have something happen. Or you can give up a run, get an out. Just get an out here. You're facing Trey Turner now, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. He pulled it, so might as well try to go outside against him. See what happens. Because he's going to pull it here probably. Cavalli sets at the belt. Here is the big matchup with 2 runners on, tying run up to the plate. First pitch to Trey, and that is a sinker that's in there called strike 1 on the inside corner. And so 1. 303 average for Turner, as I mentioned. He's over 300, so he knows what he's doing. Cavalli sets. Here's the 0-1 to Trey. That's a knuckle curve that stays up, and it's 1-1. Oh, we got quite a few people in the chat now. Over 20 in the chat now. 22. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe so we can hit 60. If everyone's subscribed, we're going to hit a good number. The 1-1. Check swing. They'll appeal. No. And it's through. 2-1 count now. It's a good check swing. So it'll be 2-1 with 1 out. Cavalli sets. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on the inside. Change up, and it's 2-2. This is the city of brotherly love, but they will get pretty mad at Turner if he strikes out here with runners on the corners with 2 away. Live streaming now on District Nation Network, Friday night edition of MLB Baseball Action. Thank you, Charles. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive. Play by Garcia off the ground. Abrams goes to first with it. Not in time. 4-6 fielder's choice. A sliding play by Luis Garcia. So he got it to second, so the runner on first is out on the play. But now Turner reaches on a fielder's choice because, as us Nats fans know, he's fast. Just a little bit. I mean, 60 stolen base. Not too fast, but he's fast. So it'll make the game 3-1 now. Not what you want to see here, but it's 3-1. Thank you at District Nation for my... Oh, thank you, Sports Raspout, for your help. I know you're going to help out. Thanks for helping out. Who winners never quit and quitters never win. That is totally right. Here's the first pitch to Schwarber. That is outside with the fastball, and it'll be 1-0. You got to sit outside to Schwarber. You have to sit outside. So do they give Turner an RBI? You do get an RBI on a fielder's choice. So that's going to score Castellanos. Here is the 1-0 to Schwarber. That's a curveball that's in there. Turner down to second. He is safe. So he's going to steal second on the play. So that's a stolen base for him. He gets a good stolen base, and another's runner on second with 2 outs. After the fielder's choice by Turner, he's in there. Sports Roustabout, welcome, co-mod, great networking. Thank you, Charles. He is in mod now. Here's the 1-1. That is inside, and it's a 2-1 count on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Lucky to join the squad with such a gentleman like S. Charles Adderley. He is a gentleman. He is the gentleman. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 outs. I like Citizens Bank tells you the horizontal and the vertical break on the pitch. The 2-1. Yes! Called strike 2. Schwarber went after it a bit, but they're going to say he didn't, but it's called strike 2 too. So it's 2-2. A run-in on the inning, and it's 3-1. Phillies still, Nationals have the lead. We're balling out. We might as well oil machine on District Nation Network. Moving forward, upward together. Yes, sir. So it'll be 2-2. Here's the pitch. Knuckle curve stays up, and the count is full. 3-2 with 2 outs. 3-2, 2 outs. Turner will be moving, so Schwarber, if he gets a base knock, he's going to drive in Turner wherever he hits it, because Turner is crazy fast. Phillies fans are getting a bit loud, clapping in the front row. The 3-2. Ball 4 outside, and Cavalli walks him. I mean, if that's what's going to happen, Schwarber now on first with a walk. I'm okay with it. Bring up Harper now with runners on first and second, and Jim Hickey, the pitching coach for the Nationals, is going to come on out and talk to Cade Cavalli. So Schwarber draws a walk. Turner's at second anyway. Schwarber, let's go Phillies. Yeah, he drew a walk. I know we got Phillies fans in here. So it'll be 2 outs, and it's going to be Bryce Harper to hit with a runner on first and second after Turner stole second. He's there in a 3-1 game. He's the go-ahead run. See if Cavalli can get out of it. 19 pitches in the first, 25 here in the second. For one of the All-Star game, I believe, is at the Citizens Bank Park. Bryce. Just remember, Bryce, baby. Just remember, no spoilers if anything happens. I won't even click on your message. But no spoilers in chat. I know that's not a spoiler. I just want to remind you because I have a few people in the chat. Cavalli set at the belt. First pitch to Bryce. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line and fouling so one. I'm not looking at ESPN. I have the broadcast up here, and that's all I'm looking at. So it'd be 0-1 with 2 outs. Cavalli against Harper. 2 Nats, but in different years. Harper 2012 to 18. Cavalli 2022 to now. Hopefully Cavalli's the future of the team. He sets. Here's the 0-1 to Harper, and he's going to turn around and take a look at second on the step around. Bryce, baby. That's a good one. I know we got Phillies fans in here. Never really had a lot of Phillies fans in here. I had a lot of Giants fans in my previous stream because it was a Giants-Phillies game, or Giants-Pirates game. But now we're here with our Nationals again. If you're a Phillies fan, you're Phillies. So it'll be 0-1 to 2 outs. Cavalli sets. The 0-1. Swing! Check swing. Yes! And it's 0-2. That was a high changeup at 91 miles an hour, but it's 0-2. 2 outs now. That was a check swing by Harper. A lot of Phillies fans, they are tuned into the game. Unlike Nats fans, they're tuned into every pitch. They're ready. So it'll be 0-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Inside with the knuckle curve and low, and it's a 1-2 count, 2 outs. 1-2, 2 outs. Coming sets Cavalli. Here's the pitch. Cold strike 3 on the knuckle curve, right in there. Gets the strikeout. Looking, strikeout number 1 on the day. Comes in the right spot. He strands 2 in the inning. They score a run, though, on 2 hits. no errors, and 2 runners left on base. He's left on 5. It's 3-1 Nationals after 2 innings. Nats are looking good. Phillies bats need to warm up before we can start the party. Well, if Riley Adams is as warm as he is right now, I think the Nationals party's already begun. I think the Phillies do need to warm up. They've stranded 5 guys and they have 3 hits. They were 3 for 7 in the first inning with a few singles, but the Nationals put stuff together. They got a walk, a single, and then a walk, and then a home run. But with Wood getting picked off, it was really a single walk home run. Feel inspired to join in the chat? You are welcome to do so anytime. Express yourself respectfully. So we're going to get going with the top of the third. Wood, the leadoff hitter, is going to lead it off for the Nationals. So top of the third, Wood's going to lead it off. Wood had a home run against Stanek in the last game between the Nationals and the Mets. So he's going to lead it off. Last 12 games, a .271 average, 7 extra base hits, 12 ribbies with 8 runs. First pitch to Wood. That's low, ball 1. This would be 1-0 with no outs. Here's the pitch to Wood. That's a curveball that'll dunk in there, and it's 1-1. This would be 1-1, no outs. Here's the pitch to Wood. That is outside, and it's 2-1. This would be 2-1, no outs. Wood, the top of the order, the 2-1. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. It's 2-2. I think the Phillies, like Sports Rostabout said, you need to get the offense started. But the Nationals, they got started early. Right from the beginning, they were ready to go. So it'd be 2-2. Here's the pitch to Wood. That's outside, and the count is full now. Wood drew a walk in the first and then was picked off at first. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on a not good call at all. They're going to call it strike 3. Not a good call at all, but they're going to call it. That was inside. Even a bit high, too, but mostly inside. That is strikeout number 3 for Walker. Second one looking on the day. It's going to be Abrams now, who had a hit. Only hit out of the first 3 hitters. Oh, 1 for 1 through the first 3. That is low and outside, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. They're 1 for 1 through their first 3 hitters the first time through. What works for you, works for you. I don't care how they're getting their offense. The 1-0. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line and foul. It's 1-1. Got a few people in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more baseball action. Looks like I need to reload this again. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow left, going out to third baseman, shortstop, and left fielder. Third baseman, boom, is going to make the catch. Out number 2. So that's out number 2. So Bohm makes the catch out in left field. So they're 0 for 2 the second time through already. It's going to be Josh Bell who drew a walk. Riley Adams, the home run hitter, is on deck. First pitch to Bell, and he fouls this one straight back, and it'll be a 1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. Bell's helmet comes off as he takes the swing. It'll be 0-2 with 2 outs. Looks like Abrams and Garcia are pointing at the camera. Let's focus on the film, guys. You were looking at film. You both. Well, Abrams has a hit. Garcia's over 1. Look at what Walker's doing. The 0-2. So a ground ball played easily by Harper. And he's going to tag first, and that will end the top of the third on the 3 unassisted to end the top of the third. So it's 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back here with the bottom of the third. JT Realmuto is going to lead it off for the Phillies. Chomas Fitzgerald is here. Sup, CEO Destination. Thanks for tuning in. Chomas, I think Fitzy's live. I don't know. Maybe you're hanging out with him. Cavalli into the wind. Here's the first pitch to JT. That's low and outside. Ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. We have a lot of people in the chat tonight. Be sure to like and subscribe. Welcome. That's Chomas Fitzgerald. Welcome to the chat. Yep, welcoming him. He's a mod. Here is the 1-0. That's outside, and it's 2-0. Realmuto. 0-for-0 with hit by pitch. 278 on the season. Cavalli will go into the wind. Here's the 2-0 to Realmuto. Seeing a ground ball off his foot. It'll be 2-1. That one's foul. Go Red Sox, get them Yankees. Yep, no one likes the Yankees. I think Red Sox would be my secondary team. So it'll be 2-1. Cavalli into the wind. Here's the pitch. That is inside and low, and the count is 3-1. Maybe that would have been in there, but they're going to call it low and inside. This umpire is a little inconsistent. This is Bacon behind the plate. It's John Bacon. It'll be a 3-1. Cavalli into the wind. Here's the pitch. So in a ground ball, chop to House. He fields it cleanly, fires over to first. 5-3 ground out for inning number 1. Or out number 1 in inning number 3. So that will bring up Alec Boehm, who's 1-for-1 with an infield single. Actually, he had just a nice single. The infield single was Bryson Stott. I get those two confused a lot. Would it be Alec Boehm? Into the wind. First pitch to Boehm. Slinging a fly ball out to right center. Hassel chasing over. He gets under it. It's going to be Robert Hassel to make the catch for out number 2 here in the third. So there's 2 outs, and that'll bring up Brandon Marsh, who's 0-for-1 with a fly out to center as well. Hassel's been covering a lot of ground here at Citizens Bank Park. 54 pitches for Cavalli here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. He's worked 2 2/3, 54. Here's first pitch to Brandon Marsh. He's going to try to bunt, but he's going to take it back as a knuckle curve drops in there, called a strike 1. He's using that knuckle curve a lot, but it is working. Nats are on the road here in Philadelphia. Into the wind, the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line and foul, and it'll be 0-2. Our next broadcast will be Redskins, Giants. That'll be your next one. We got a few people in. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are not subscribed yet, and if you haven't liked the stream yet. We got 7 likes, and we have 17 people in, and we got the 57 sub count still. The 0-2. That's way high. Ball 1. It's a 1-2 count. Cavalli lost control of that one a bit with the 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and it'll be 1-2. Adams is going to lead it off for the Nationals in the top of the 4th. Cavalli into the wind. Here is the 1-2 to Marsh. Swing and a miss on a low and inside fastball, and Cavalli gets the third. 1-2-3. Strikeout number 2 for Cade Cavalli ends the 3rd, and Adams is going to lead it off for the Nationals. So we head to the top of the 4th. In a 3-1 game, the Nationals still have a lead here in Philadelphia. Now that we have a moment, we can check out the MLB scores. Pittsburgh has a 5-0 lead on Colorado in the top of the 3rd. Houston and Baltimore scoreless. Boston and New York are scoreless. Kansas City Royals have a 3-0 lead on Detroit. Toronto is beating Miami 3-0, and New York Mets are beating the Atlanta Braves 2-0. St. Louis and Tampa Bay are starting here in the bottom of the 1st at 0-0. Minnesota, Chicago White Sox getting started as well. Games yet to start. Starting in just a moment, it's going to be Cleveland and Texas. And then 8:10, you're going to get the San Francisco Giants and Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs and Angels starting at 9:38 and 9:40. Cincinnati comes to Arizona. And at 9:40, a game that I'm certainly going to watch, Dodgers and San Diego Padres at 9:40. I saw the earlier series where the Dodgers swept. I want to see what happens this time. And at 10:10, the Athletics will visit Seattle. We're also going to go up and check on our minor league boys. Because who doesn't love minor league baseball? There's a lot of games going on. Dominican Summer Leagues in their postseason, but Harrisburg and Erie are playing right now. I have to check these manually what the score is. Erie has a 5-1 lead. Wilmington and Winston-Salem are playing. Looks like Riley Adams are showing his earlier big bomb. Winston-Salem has a 5-0 lead on Wilmington. Rochester and Toledo have gotten underway. Rochester's hosting them in a series. Toledo has a 4-1 lead on Rochester's 47-73 full season. And Fayetteville and Fredericksburg, who started at 7:05. First pitch to Adams from Walker is low and outside. Ball 1. Fredericksburg actually has a 4-0 lead. Angel Feliz hit a grand slam, and Eli Willett scored on that, the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, right at Terry Turner. He'll fire it over to first, and that's a ground out for Riley Adams here in the top of the 4th to lead off the inning. So now it's going to be Luis Garcia Jr., who's 0 for 1 after the Riley Adams easy ground out. 260 average for Garcia. It's getting nighttime now in Philadelphia. First pitch to Garcia, swinging a foul, and it'll be a 1. Walker into the wind. Here's the 0-1 to Garcia. Swinging a ground ball down the right field line, but it's foul, and we'll do 0-2 now. It'll be 0-2 with 1 out. So there's 1 out in an 0-2 count. Garcia up on deck is Dylan Cruz, the right fielder, who is 0 for 1. And behind him is Dalen Lyle, the designated hitter, who walked, but then was out after ground out. The 0-2, swinging a foul straight back, and we'll do 0-2 again. Chomas, Fitzgerald, Comod, what is going on? Thanks for tuning in, Charles. I know a lot of streamers are live now, so thanks to everyone who has stayed here at District Nation for some baseball. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow left. Bohm is under in the outfield. He's going to make the catch for out number 2 on the Garcia pop-out. Dylan Cruz bobblehead. That's actually pretty cool. I've not seen it yet, but it's him with the bat on his shoulders. He's holding it in the City Connect uniform. So that's really nice. September 13th. You can get it. I'm not an official advertiser for the Nationals, but I will advertise that. Go get that bobblehead. I myself would probably go get it. I don't know. 25 in right now. Thank you so much. Here's the wind. Here's the pitch to Dylan Cruz. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow center field. Going out second baseman Stott. He's under it, and he will make the catch in shallow center. So the Nationals are going to go 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth. And we're going to head to the bottom of the fourth in a 3-1 game. Whether you are actively chatting or enjoying the network stream quietly, you make District Nation Network what it is. Feel free to join our chat at any time. Thank you. You should do that. Join whenever you want. We're going to get going with the bottom of the fourth in just a moment. Castellanos is going to lead off. He is 1-for-1 in today's game. Yeah, I'm back again. I'm flipping between all three of you, Rhino, and my not-so-evil twin. Yep, the evil Chomos against Thomas. So, bottom of the fourth now, Philadelphia. The sun is setting. So the sun's going down. It's darker in Citizens Bank. They have the lights on. But I did change my picture as part of a YouTube protest because of Britain. First pitch to Cavalli from Castellanos. He's going to ground this into left field. That's a base hit for Nick Castellanos on the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth. He's going to have a nice little single into left field. So now there's a base runner here in the bottom of the fourth. I think this might become one of our most popular streams on the channel. So now Castellanos on first, and it's going to be Max Kepler to hit now. First pitch. Looks like Kepler's going to square to bunt. He's going to take it back because that's right in there called strike one. It'll be 0-1. Got 242 views total. We got quite a few viewers in 23. Be sure to like and subscribe, but also we might break some records with this stream. It'll be an 0-1. Cavalli sets. Here's the pitch to Kepler. Swing and a miss at a low knuckle curve, and it's 0-2. So it'll be 0-2 with no outs. 243 views now. Dang, Walkers are kicking the bells. Ding dong. Yeah, we got to. Nationals have to win a little bit. Coming sets Cavalli. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Foul. Down the first base line. The bells. Haven't heard that one for the Phillies. I mean, the logo for my YouTube thumbnail, the thumbnail, is the bell logo. It's the big one, and it's mostly square, so I like using that one. It'll be 0-2 with no outs. Castellanos after his leadoff single. Bell holds him on. Kepler is going to call time here with 0-2 and no outs. Cavalli sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, deep right field, but Dylan Cruz is there for out number 1. So Kepler flies out sharply to Dylan Cruz. Speaking of bells, did Josh Bell do anything? Josh Bell on the day is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. He scored in the first off of the Riley Adams home run. I don't know why. I filled in James Wood as if he scored in the book, but it's 3-1, not 4-1. So Cavalli's going to come set. He's going to face Stott, who's 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch to Stott. That's in there called strike 1. One out. On first is Castellanos. Here's the 0-1. That's called strike 2, and it's 0-2. My mistake if I didn't say the first pitch was a strike. It was, though. So it'll be 0-2 with 1 away. So it'll be 0-2, 1 out. Cavalli's going to pick over, but back in there safely. We've been streaming for a little over an hour now. Okay. And the Nationals still have the lead here in the third. Or in the fourth now. We're in the fourth. Crazy. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball foul, and we'll do 0-2 again. So it'll be 0-2, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive down the left field line and foul. So it'll be 0-2 with 1 away. 67 pitches for Cavalli. Walker also has 67. So they're even right now. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball, actually pop-up right to Garcia. I thought that was farther. That's going to be a pop-out right to Garcia, so now there's 2 outs here in the fourth. So there's 2 outs now. First pitch to Turner, and that's a knuckle curve that dunks in there. 0-1. 0 for 2 is Turner, but he stole a base. Actually, did I give him a hit? I did not for that fielder's choice. So it'll be 0-1, 2 outs. Cavalli sets. Here is the pitch to Trey. That's high. Hey, let's go. Bell, not the Philadelphia ones, but Washington Bell. Woo, wait, not James Woo. Either I forgot a little. Don't even understand. James Wood, that is. Should be 1-1 with 2 outs. Cavalli sets. He picks over. Back in there with a dive is Castellanos. So it'll be 1-1, 2 outs. Cavalli sets, trying to get out a dangerous hitter in Turner. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a lone outside knuckle curve, and it's 1-2. Trying to go scoreless, so it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Turner up to bat. 8 o'clock now in the district where we're covering Nats baseball. Here's the pitch. Slinging a fly ball down the right field line and foul. So it'll be 1-2. The 2 outs. Cavalli sets. The pitch to Turner. Swing and a miss on a knuckle curve diving outside. And Cavalli gets out of another jam here in the fourth. That is strikeout number 3. He gets out a dangerous hitter in Trey Turner after giving up one hit in the inning. He leaves a man, and after 4, it's 3-1 Nationals. Nationals have gotten out of a few jams now. The Evil Twin, let's go Phillies, Electro Moss switch on. Oh, it's James Wood like the actor. Dang, I am the Evil Chomos. Evil Chomos. I like the name. So we're going to go to the 5th now. Tomorrow you're going to get a lot more football. Let's go see, actually, what the Rhino is streaming, because I know a lot of streamers are on right now. Currently, we have 31 viewers in now. Yeah. Smash them free subs and hit the like button. Yeah, we're 31 viewers, and we only have 57 subscribed. 2 people have subscribed tonight. Let's get up to 60. I know we can do it tonight. Live streaming now on District Nation Network, Friday night edition of MLB Baseball Action. Thank you, Charles Adderley. It's going to be Lyle, then House, then Hassel the 3rd here in the 5th. And then Schwarber's going to hit in the bottom of the 5th for the Phillies. Your support and contributions on District Nation is greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed, silent listeners and viewers included. Thank you, Charles. Make sure they're known. Make sure the silent viewers are known, because we got a lot of them tonight. We got a lot of streamers on. Savannah Bananas are playing. Almost all the streamers I follow. Rising Rhinos on. Snowman's live. Orioles Birdwatcher. Tom Fitzpatrick. Pure Adrenaline. Everyone is live. Got a few people in our stream, though, in this night game of baseball. First pitch to Lyle is low and outside. Ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. First plate appearance for Lyle. He walked. Walker into the wind. The 1-0. Swinging a foul on the ground. It'll be 1-1. So it'll be 1-1. 69 pitches for Walker now. Into the wind. The 1-1. Swinging a fly ball. This one will go out of play near the Phillies dugout. But that one will go out of play. So it'll be 1-2. Pure Adrenaline, I'm assuming, is streaming Mets. He is. And then Thomas streaming the Sox. Orioles with the Orioles. Snowman has got you with the WNBA play-by-play. Braves County Radio, he's got you with that. Dixon Way, of course. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. Fielded on a stop by Stott. He's going to go to first with it. Not in time. And Dalen Lyle has an infield single to start it here in the top of the 5th. Gets an infield single. It's a nice little infield single that time. Nice play by Stott, but he went to first with it. But Lyle can fly, and he got down the bases with an infield single. He grounded up the middle, and he hustled. He's got some wheels. On the go, CeeLo is live. Rhino's live. I want to see what he's covering. Probably CFL. He is. Redbacks, and Elks for Week 12 of the CFL. Here's the first pitch to Brady House. That's high, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. He's getting close to 3K. So if you're not subscribed to the Rhino, subscribe. District Nation live play-by-play Washington Nationals, Wizards, and Commanders. Like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Thank you, Sports Routes About, for reminding them. The 1-0. Check swing, and he did go, and it'll be 1-1. Walker's still out there, but back in the first, Joe Ross was warming up. The former Nat, who's now a Philly, he's become a pretty average Philly arm. Kind of their Cole Henry. Well, Cole Henry's doing great. So more like your Jackson Rutledge. Walker will go over to first, and Lyle is back in there safely on the first pickoff. Looks like Harper's telling them, don't challenge it, he's safe. Will they challenge it, though? And yes, they're going to challenge it. I think they're going to challenge it here. House stepped out. They're going to challenge this play. Here in the top of the 5th. They're going to challenge this play. Looked, and Harper said don't challenge it. I don't know why they're challenging it. He was back in there safely. A lot of challenges have happened tonight. Harper's even wondering, like, why? Yeah, I can't read his lips, but I don't think he wanted them to challenge that. Para and Lyle will watch it from first base. See what the call is. Yeah, they're looking at the play, and he may be out on this play. They're blocking his hand on the camera. I think he may be out. So we know they got him. We'll check if they got him in time. Still, every camera angle looks blocked. He may be out. He might be out. I don't know if he will be, but he might be out. He got a big lead. Didn't really step forward like Abrams did on that play, where he got a step forward instead of a step back on the pickoff play. But it looks like Lyle might be out on this play. Every camera angle, Harper or Lyle is blocking. So Harper did lay a tag. That's what I see, but I can't tell if he's safe because Harper is blocking him on the back. We'll see what they call it. He looks safe to me. I'll bet that they call him safe. It's Philly's first challenge still because they won their first one. They're still challenging it. They really want to get a good look at this up in New York to see what they call it. They're showing the replay review and they're calling him out. Lyle's out on the play now. Not what I would have expected. So to call him out on the play, and that's the first out of the inning. So Lyle's picked off. That's the second pickoff of the game for Taijuan Walker. He was supposed to have 3, but they overturned the other one. Harper, Bryce, baby. Yeah, Harper just laid a tag to get someone out. So now there's one out now with House up to bat with a 1-1 count. Walker out of the wind now. Pitch to House, and he's going to ground this one foul. Sports Roundabout here retracted the message. Okay. It'll be 1-1 with 1 out. House wearing number 55. He's a tall dude. Walker into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on that one. On a lone outside cutter. And that is strikeout number 4 for Taijuan Walker. So there's 2 outs now, and that's going to bring up Robert Hassel III, who's hitting in the 9 hole today. Walker will now go into the wind facing the lefty Hassel. He's a righty. First pitch. That is a ball high. They'll check the swing, and no, says third base umpire Blakeney. Thanks to everyone who has tuned in today to our sports broadcast. Here's the pitch. That is called strike 1 on the low and outside corner. Tanner Banks warming up in the pen for the Phillies. Thank you for that update, Sports Roustabout. Thank you for the update. That's actually very helpful. The 1-1. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line and foul, and we'll do 1-2. I'm watching it on the Nats broadcast because I'm local to D.C. So it'll be 1-2 with 2 outs. 78 pitches now for Taijuan Walker. Into the wind. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Yes! On the swing. So Hassel III is down. Strikeout number 5 for Walker. And that'll end the inning as he gets 2 strikeouts. 1 hit in the inning. No men left. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th now. It's 3-1. So we'll see if Banks comes in for the Phillies in the 6th. Maybe he will. August 22nd matchup here from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. I love them all except for Dodgers, Astros, and Yankees. It's pretty much me, but throw the Phillies onto that list. He took all the favorites from DC. It's like all the favorites. You took Turner, you took Harper, you took Schwarber, you even took Joe Ross. I don't even care about him. But it's annoying that you took him. You had to take Mr. Joe. The Elks are beating the Redbacks over in CFL. Rising Rhino is only about 50 subscribers away. Just don't L any of them. Love them all except for Dodgers, Astros, Yankees. I don't mind the Dodgers. I mean, they win the World Series a lot. I follow postseason closely, but I'm not rooting for anybody. ABL starts a month after postseason. He'll face Schwarber now. First pitch is grounded foul and knuckle curve, and it's 0-1. I mean, postseason is fun, but if I have to root for someone, I'm going to root for the underdog. So if the Red Sox somehow make it, I'm rooting for the Red Sox because they're my second team. It'll be an 0-1. Cavalli into the wind. The pitch to Schwarber. Swing a ground ball foul, and it'll be 0-2 again. I think my record for during a stream is about 300 views. I'm going to check now. We're at 280 and 25 people in. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button. Help us break some records tonight. We're at 57. Let's get to 60 tonight. I remember the stream where I got to 30. I wanted to be at 30 before preseason. I mean, hit that goal. So, looks like Shinosuke Ogasawara is up for the Nationals. So I think he's going to get a little bit of a longer outing today. He's been one of the better arms out of the bullpen. Don't really say that about a lot of Nationals pitchers. The 0-2 to Schwarber. So in a ground ball up the middle, Abrams is right there shaded up. He's going to fire it over to first. And that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th on the ground out. So that's out number 1. And now it's going to be Bryce Harper, who's 0 for 2. Cavalli tried to nab it, but he just let it go past. And right there was Abrams shaded up the middle. So now Cavalli will face Harper, who's 0 for 2. He struck him out once looking. First pitch to Harper. And he swings and grounds this one through the hole in the right field. Cruz chasing after it. He'll fire it over to first. Harper's going to stay there. So Harper has a base hit here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a runner on with a 1 away. And it's going to be JT Realmuto, who's 0 for 1 with a hit batter and a ground out. Bell and Harper are chatting it up. 2 veterans. Cavalli sets. First pitch is down low, ball 1, and it's a 1-0 count. Realmuto 0 for 1, 278 with 9 home runs, 43 RBIs. So James Wood has been a better hitter than Realmuto, power and RBI-wise this season. I'm just thinking about that. And he's their cleanup hitter. The 1-0. That is inside, ball 2. I mean, the one thing, we're looking at that. Some of the guys are better on the Nationals than they are the Phillies. The Phillies have a consistent 9 good hitters. Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, Bohm, Marsh, Castellanos, Kepler, Stott. The Nationals 7, 8, 9 are not great. But I'm loving the young talent. They are showing up. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Sorry, that was 2-0. So it'll be knuckle curve there. You got Lyle House and Hassel the third. That could be, seeing that could be a 1-2-3. I would not be mad with that as a 1-2-3 for the lineup. Leading off Lyle, hitting House second. Maybe Hassel the third, and House hits third, and goes second with Hassel. Looks like my stream of the game just stopped. This is annoying. My stream does not want me to watch the game, so it'll be a 2-1. What's up, Ultimate Sports Network? Thanks for hanging out with us. So it looks like my Masson thing is not working very well, so I'm going to have to... So I was at 2-1. I'll just follow along on MLB Game Day. Realmuto is going to line out to Robert Hassel the third. So it's going to be 2 outs. Having to have trouble with my technical difficulties. But thank you to Ultimate Sports for showing up. I saw you aren't doing your NFL Blitz anymore, or College Football Blitz. Alright, there we go. Now it's working a little bit better. So it's working a little bit better now, but I'm going to check what was the third out of the inning. Because I am behind, but... So Real Muto is going to line out to center. No one moves there, so it's 2 outs. And Alec Boehm is going to line out as well. So 2 lineouts in a row, and that ends the 5th inning. Yep, line out to Hassel. That's more of a fly out in my book. So 1 hit, 1 man left on, 1 run given up over 5 innings. For Cade Cavalli's had a pretty good outing. We're going to head to the 6th inning now. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us. Good day at the Ultimate Sports Network. Yep, Ultimate Sports has this show, College Football Blitz, I think it's called that. I just can't find help for Blitz to help cover the game, so I had to cancel it. I mean, I could help you need it, but my Saturdays are a little crazy until November. So we're going to head to the 6th. Leading it off is going to be James Wood, who's 0 for 1 in the leadoff spot now. The Ultimate Sports, you can just call some games. Just pick a team or just call the select CFB games you want to call. You got 26 people in. We're going to take a look at some updates in the scorer world in the MLB around the league a little bit. Kansas City has a 3-1 lead over Detroit. Toronto has a 3-1 lead on Miami. Pittsburgh's beating Colorado 5-0. Delay must be happy then. Too many college games to cover at once. To cover them all by myself. Yeah, you don't need to call all of them. Just call a few games. Maybe do college football blitz at noon every day and just kind of go through scores and hang out. So it's going to be top of the 6th. James Wood going to lead it off. I mean, JJ does great with Diamond Zone, but it's harder than it looks because he has all the things. And looks like he was right. Tanner Banks is going to come in for the Phillies now. He is a lefty. He's going to face James Wood. First pitch to Wood is swung on, fouled straight back, and it'll be a 1. So Tanner Banks is now in for the Phillies. We'll get the line finished up. It's supposed to be like red zone for college. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Banks here in the 6th. The 0-1 to Wood is inside, and it'll be 1-1. NFL red zone is definitely worth it. Only 3 hits for the Nationals, but 3 runs. They've known what they're doing. They've taken their walks, too. Next pitch is low and in the dirt ball, too, and it's a 2-1 count. 3 walks on the day, 5 strikeouts for Taiwan Walker. 3 walks, 5 Ks, but it's going to be Banks now. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ogasawara come out of the pen. The 2-1, swinging a bloop single into left field. That's a base hit for James Wood. Fielded by the left fielder Kepler, and James Wood has a knock here in the 6th inning. He gets a nice little bloop single to left. So he has his first hit of the day. He is 1 for 2 now. He's a 500 hitter today. Thanks to Ultimate Sports for showing up. Now we got 26 people in, usually our normal amount. This is not what we usually have. So it's going to be Abrams to hit now in the 2-hole. First pitch. That's a sweeper that dunks in there called strike 1. Be sure to like the stream and subscribe. I gained 1 sub, so I'm 11 away. Good luck, Ultimate Sports. 1-0-1. So I'm going to fly ball down the left field line and foul, and it's 0-2. So it'll be 0-2, no outs. A runner on first for Abrams now. Bell is on deck, who's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. And Abrams swings and grounds this one at the first base. Harper steps on the bag, so that's a 3 unassisted. But Wood heads over to second on the play. Yeah. Ultimate Sports, keep grinding. Try to hit 100. We're still lonely at our 50 right now. Ultimate Sports Network, it's a lot. I know. But you can only do what you do. Yeah. This will be Josh Bell, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to first base. Bell from the right side now. First pitch to Bell. That's outside, and it's ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. Wood leads away from second. The pitch to Bell. That is inside, and it's 2-0. Trying to get my scorebook filled out. As you know, scoring is one of the best parts about calling a game. You get to score the games. The 2-0. Sooner ground ball foul, and it'll be 2-1. I'll be calling Kansas State versus Iowa State tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to watch that game. I'll probably tune in at some point, say hey. But I'm excited to see some college football start. Everyone loves college football. Here's the 2 on the bell. That's low, and the count is 3-1 now with one away. Banks comes set. Here is the 3-1 pitch. That's inside, ball 4, and Josh Bell is going to draw a walk here in the 6th. So Bank gives up a hit and a walk. So now there's runners on first and second with one away. Be sure to tune in to Ultimate Sports Network tomorrow. We had 10 games on JJ on the other day. You can't get everything, but you'll surprise yourself with how much you can do. I'm hoping to do some MLB round the house, which is something kind of like Diamond Zone, but more focused on the Nationals. I do round the house during games. First pitch to Adams. That is called strike one right in there. Farmageddon. Yeah, I heard about that. That's the name of the special college football game. Riley Adams, 333 this month, 164 coming in. He has been raking. Banks sets. The 0-1 to Adams. Slinging a fly ball down the right field line, but that is foul. Kansas State versus Ohio State game is. So it'll be 0-2, 1 out. Banks has 14 pitches, facing Adams, 1 for 2. Big season for Adams, having a great month of August. It's almost like the Kyle Schwarber month of June from 2021. Adams will call time. He wears his pink Bruce Bolts, pink and red Bruce Bolts up there. I mean, Bruce Bolts must be pretty happy to see one of their players absolutely raking in the cleanup spot. The 0-2. That's outside, and it's ball 1. So it'll be a 1-2 count now to Adams. So again, because Kansas State versus Iowa State. It's the longest running rivalry in college football. I also know it's in some international country. Swinging a fly ball foul, and we'll do 1-2 again. It's international. I know it's somewhere else. It's not in a normal stadium. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Banks sets. The 1-2 to Adams. Swinging a ground ball foul, and we'll do 1-2 again. Longest consecutive rivalry played every year. I know it's international. I know it's not. It's called something officially. Because it's in Thailand? No, it's not Thailand. It's something. I'm going to be annoyed when I find out what it is. Because I've seen the game. I want to see what it's called. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. I'll just check. Here's the 1-2. That's low and in the dirt, ball 2. Well, there's soccer tomorrow. I don't cover soccer, but once in a blue moon, I'll turn it on. And it was called Farmageddon. May cut the agricultural landscape around the two teams. Farmageddon. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Over there is the right fielder Castellanos. He will make the catch. Heading over to third is Wood. And Bell will not tag up from first, but Wood will go over to third. So now with 2 outs, there's runners on the corners. Adams flies out to right, moving a runner to third. So now there's runners on first and third. Banks with a runner in scoring position on the mound. Gonna love it. Farmageddon. Every time I think I was being rejected for something good, I was actually being redirected to something else. First pitch to Garcia, and he grounds this one foul. Yeah, I love those words, Charles Adderley. Thank you for those motivational words. I actually enjoy those. Those are good words. It'll be in Ireland. It's called the Aer Lingus Kickoff Classic, then, by the name of the rivalry between these two teams. It's Farmageddon. So great to have you all joining us tonight on District Nation Network. The 0-1. Swinging a fly ball. Shallow center coming in is Marsh. He will make the catch for out number 3 on the fly ball. So that'll end the inning. They get one hit, a walk, and they leave two men. And now we're going to head to the bottom of the sixth inning. It is still 3-1 Nationals as we head to the bottom of the sixth. If you're inspired to join the chat, you're welcome to do so anytime, respectfully. Thanks for hanging out, Charles, with us. I don't really cover soccer as much, but I'll watch it. I mean, it's a sport that happens early in the morning in Europe, so it's sports in the morning. Tomorrow is the Little League World Series U.S. and International Championship, though, so I'll follow that. But I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I cannot stream tomorrow. I have a lot of active stuff I need to do. We're headed to the bottom of the sixth. Leading it off is going to be Brandon Marsh for the Phillies. Looks like the day for Cade Cavalli is going to be over. Looks like it might be over today. Good game by him anyway, but it looks like Shinosuke Ogasawara is going to take over for the Nationals. They're showing Cade highlights, so I'm assuming this 5. He's back out there for the 6th. Okay, go Cade. He'll go back out there for the 6th. First pitch. That's down low, ball 1. Should I cover the 4 p.m. game between and the other team, then cover Stanford versus Hawaii 7:30? Should I just cover Kansas, Fresno State after Key versus ISU game? I think you should cover more. The more the merrier. First pitch grounder. Bell fields. He's going to flip it up to Cavalli. Covering. Cavalli is there for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. I recommend covering the more the merrier. Cover 2 games. I'm not going to cover 2 tonight because it's late. It's already 8:28. I don't need to get to bed at a reasonable hour, but might as well get to bed at some point. So it's going to be Nick Castellanos, who's won 2 for 2, actually. He scored the only run for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 6th in a 3-1 game. Cavalli into the wind. First pitch to Castellanos. Swinging a foul. Out of play, and it'll be a 1. Ultimate Sports Network. Go to him for all your college football needs. If you want college football play-by-play, go to him. He might cover some Navy football at some point. Hopefully he does, because that's what I'd like to see. Navy football. Go to Navy Midshipman. Not going to be able to cover too much. Cavalli into the wind. The 0-1 Castellanos. That's low and outside, and it's ball 1. They appeal the swing, but it's no, so it'll be a 1-1. Citizens Bank Park is packed here. The city of brotherly love coming out to face the Nats. The 1-1 to Castellanos. Swing and a miss at a lone outside knuckle curve. That has been the pitch for Cavalli today. It has been working. On deck is Max Kepler, who's 0 for 2. Riley Adams has known when to call that pitch. So the count is 1-2 now with 1 away. Cavalli into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bloop out to left field. James Wood's going to let it drop in front of him. Then it goes off of him out to left center. Castellanos hustling for second. The throw is in time, but Garcia didn't get a good tag on him. So Castellanos has a hustle double, but Wood threw it in. That looked in time, but Garcia did not get a tag on him. So that was hit out to left center, and Wood did not field it cleanly. Went off of him out into the gap a little bit. He had to chase it and then fire it over to second. It was in time by a mile, but the tag wasn't in there. Wood made a good fire throw on it, but it wasn't in time. And then Castellanos just was there under the tag. I don't know what they're saying here. They might be challenging this play, but I do not think so. I think he might be in there with a hustle double. We'll check on a closer look. He's safe. No tag on him, so that's a hustle double for him. First pitch to Kepler, and he's going to line this one out to right field. Cruz getting behind it. He's going to make the catch. Castellanos headed for third. The throw is cut off by shortstop Abrams. So it's a line out by Kepler, but Castellanos heads up to third on the play after his hustle double. So that's 2 outs. Now Castellanos is on third with 2 away, and it's going to be Bryson Stott, who's 1 for 2. Go Casty, hustle buddy. Hustle buddy. He got himself a hustle double. Guess Cavalli's going to work out of a runner on third. That's a knuckle curve that stays down low, and it's ball 1, a 1-0 count. Thanks to everyone tuning in. Shino is back out there warming up again. Shinosuke Ogasawara is warming up. Cavalli set to the belt. The 1-0. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right field. And that one is gone. And this game is tied here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bryson Stott goes deep. And it's 3-3. Phillies tied up here in the bottom of the 6th on Cade Cavalli's 91st first pitch. 101.5 off the bat. 379 feet to right center. And Bryson Stott is going to tie. I want to see if you're a Nats fan. If you're a Phillies fan. So the game is tied here in inning number 6. The Phillies are going to tie it up. Maybe you haven't. We've gotten 358 views. Now it's going to be Trey Turner. Check swing. Yes, and it's actually no, and it's ball 1. 360 views. Thank you so much to everybody. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Great Stott hits a home run. This baby is tied up. Yep, it is. Thank you to that new subscriber. We're now at 58. The goal is 60. Cavalli. Into the wind. The 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul. I thought that Cairo would go to Shino now. Get Cavalli out of this game. This game is tied. But no, it looks like you're going to stay to Cavalli at pitch 94. Into the wind. The 1-2. Called. Strike 3. Low. Cavalli yells something into his glove. He must be happy. Turner is going to talk to the umpire. But that is strikeout number 4 for Cade Cavalli. Another one of Turner. That was looking this time. Strikeout number 4. 2 runs on the inning for the Phillies. On 2 hits. They do not leave anybody. And this game is tied at 3 now. So we're going to head to the top of the 7th. We'll take a quick break here. We're back, and in this tie game, Jose Alvarado is going to come in, the lefty for the Phillies now. After Banks works an inning, Alvarado is going to come in. Now in a close game, it's 3-3, and he's going to try to hold this lead. He's going to face Dylan Cruz, the righty, as he's a lefty. First pitch. That's high, ball one with the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Alvarado will throw it hard. One hit given up. Over one inning for Banks. He walked a man, no strikeouts. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit for Dylan Cruz. Nice knock there to center field. And there's a runner on base here with no outs. So Cruz slaps one right back. So now you can think about getting him in motion. Get him into scoring position. On the hard-throwing Alvarado, try to steal a base. Maybe even get a bunt going. Parra whispers something to him, so maybe he's going. But the Phillies have been picking off a lot tonight. So it looks like Cavalli's day's done. They might turn it over to Shino, or you go to... Henry wouldn't be bad in this situation. Go to Cole Henry here in the bottom of the seventh. Get a hard thrower in there. De Lau's going to lay it down right back to the pitcher. Alvarado's going to go to first with it in time on the sack bunt. So like, subscribe, turn on notifications today. Join the District Nation today. Thank you. Let's see if we can hit 400 views today. We're 376, 77 now with 23 people in. So do one out. 59 subscribers now. We are one away from 60. Thank you to that person. We're close to hitting 60 subscribers, doubling the count for when preseason officially started. Alvarado will face Brady House now. First pitch. That's low and inside. Ball one. It's a 1-0 count. 59 subscribers. We are close to 60. And there's a lot of people in and not many subscribers. So if everyone subscribed, we could hit 80. Alvarado sets. The 1-0 to House. Swinging a line drive, caught by the second baseman Stott. That would have scored. That would have scored Cruz from second after the bunt. But that's going to be a line out. So there's 2 outs now. House lined that one into right center, but Stott made a nice play. And join District Nation Day. Go all caps, yeah. So it'll be 2 outs, and it's going to be a pinch hitter now. Jacob Young's going to come in for Robert Hassel III to face a lefty. It's going to be a lefty-righty matchup for Young, hitting .226. No home runs, 27 ribbies over 97 games. He was playing a lot more last season, but now he's sharing time. I believe that Young should be on the team still. Top of the 7th. 2 outs, runner on second. First pitch is inside, ball one. It's a 1-0 count. So to be 1-0. Alvarado set at the belt. Here's the pitch to Young. That is inside, ball two, and it's a 2-0 count. I wonder if they'll pinch hit for Wood. Maybe send up Chaparro or Tana, and then make that position a different position and put some of the DH in the outfield. So it'll be 2-0 with 2 outs. Alvarado sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball straight back, and it'll be 2-1. Alvarado sets. Here's the pitch. That is inside. Alvarado has 9 pitches here in the 7th. Young has a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line, and that'll make the count full at 3-2, 2 outs. You know that if this game gets to the 9th and is tied, they're going to go to Johan Duran. And the Nationals have not touched Johan Duran, so we'll see how it goes. So it'll be 3-2, 2 outs. Alvarado comes set. Here is the 3-2. Swinging a check swing down the right field line and foul. Sports Roustabout says BRB. Yeah, he hangs out in the chat. He's here for his Phillies. He's one of my moderators as well. We're at 59 subscribers. I think we can hit 60 tonight. It'll be 3-2-2 outs. My ESPN still won't reload. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Deep left center field. Going back at the track at the wall. But left fielder Kepler is there to make the catch for the third out of the inning. Young got every piece of that pitch, but it doesn't go anywhere. They get one hit. They leave a man as we're going to go to the bottom of the seventh inning in a 3-3 game. Young got a good piece of that one, but he sent it out to right center and didn't get just all of it. So we'll see what happens. Check MLB to see if there's a pitching change here. Don't know who we're going to redirect to today. We'll see if there's any pitching change. Hasn't gotten any word just yet of a pitching change, at least on MLB.com. Looks like it's going to be Ogasawara for the Nationals. Shinosuke Ogasawara, or just Shino, as the Nats fans like to call him. So Cade Cavalli's day is done after 6 innings, only giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of them earned. He grabbed 4 strikeouts. He walked 1 guy. So 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Pretty good outing. It's going to be Ogasawara to take over now. Here in the bottom of the 7th, he's going to face Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, 2 lefties. We'll see how he does against them. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. Washington Nationals visit Philadelphia. If you're a Phillies fan, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry JJ isn't on the mic if that's why you're here. Maybe you wanted a different look, but JJ and I've talked to JJ a few times. So I think we might go to Rhino after this, depending on where his game is. Washington Nationals fantasy camp. That sounds cool. We're going to go to bottom of the 7th. We'll check where the CFL is in their game. We could go to different people, but I've got quite a few people here, actually. So I don't know where I'm going to send you guys if you're not used to being sent somewhere. If anyone knows of a Phillies guy, maybe you can send me a post-game guy. I know JJ usually does a post-game, but we can find someone. So they're in the second quarter, that CFL game. Ogasawara, first pitch. That's a knuckle curve that stays down. So you go from one knuckle curve to another. So we're going to go to bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-0. That is a fastball at 92 that's low and outside. It's a 2-0 count. Had a little spin on that one. 59 subscribers, 1 away from 60. Let's hit that 60 mark. Ogasawara comes set. Here's the 2-0. That is a fastball that clips the outside part of the zone, and it's 2-1. I'm trying to hit 60 subscribers, so I know one of you viewers didn't subscribe, so just hit that subscribe button. Help us hit 60. So it'll be 2-1. Ogasawara sets. Here it comes. That is 3-1 now. So it'll be 3-1 with no one out. If you're wondering, this is the bottom of the 7th in a tie game on District Nation. Washington Nationals, Washington Wizards, and Washington Commanders. The 3-1 swing and a miss, flailing at a breaking ball. So the count is full with no one out. We're also going to be covering a little bit of ABL, the games we can cover. That's Australian Baseball League. It happens November to February, so all are off months. We get to call watch baseball. They play really early, so if you want to get up and watch them, I'm going to cover more of the 8 p.m. games. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Ogasawara gets Schwarber flailing. Big strikeout in the right time. Schwarber flailed at 2, and that's his second one. So that's strike on as a starter from Japan. Came a reliever. Got a lot of good baseball in the MPB. That's where Ogasawara came from. Harper swings and misses at a knuckle curve, so it'll be 0-1. Ogasawara has 2 lefties flailing now. Looks like Gore out there. Harper, 264 with 21 home runs. Ogasawara sets. The 0-1. That's low, ball 1, and it's a 1-1 count. Really close to 60. Let's just hit 60 today. I think we can do it. So it'll be 1-1. Ogasawara sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Foul, and we'll do 1-2 now. House picks it up in foul territory. Nationals bullpen in the last 2 games. 8.1 innings, no runs, 2 hits, no extra base hits. They're hitting 74 against the bullpen over the last 2 games. 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Pitches per inning is 14.9. That's pretty good stats. Pretty good stats. Ogasawara sets. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve. Strikeout number 2 in another great spot. 2 strikeouts in a row from Ogasawara in 2 good spots. He's been great out of the bullpen. The bullpen has been pretty good over the last few days. Got a lot of converted starters doing their job. And of course, Jose A. Ferrer, the closer. Wouldn't be mad with a few extra innings today. It'd be fun. Now it'll be JT. First pitch from Ogasawara. That's going to clip the top part of the zone, and it's 0-1. Should be 0-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 1 with the fastball. Fastball wasn't too hard, topping out about 92. But he's got the other stuff. So it'll be 1-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's down low, and it's 2-1. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 outs. Ogasawara sets. The 2-1. Swinging a line drive down the left field line, but that's foul, and we'll do 2-2. Ogasawara has 14 pitches in the inning. Bottom of the 7th. 59 subscribers. 1 more gets us to 60. Ogasawara sets. Here's the pitch. That's down low, and the count is full. It's in the dirt. So it'll be 3-2 again. Well, actually, it's first time being 3-2. So it'll be 3-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, foul, and we'll do 3-2 again. We'll check on the light count, but also the view count. Looks like we've got 425 views. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. All the viewership's fun. This is our most popular stream now. Ogasawara steps back onto the rubber. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Deep left field, going back, and that one is gone. 4-3 Phillies in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies are going to take the lead as JT Realmuto has a solo home run. He stared at that one. 10 home runs this season. 110 off the bat, 420 feet. That one was a bomb. And it's 4-3 Phillies. So Realmuto blasts that one to deep left. He got every piece of that. Threw a little bat flip, threw a smile, Ogasawara had 2 strikeouts, and then he does that. So now what you want to see here in the bottom of the 7th, Ogasawara is going to be done now. They're going to go with the bullpen again. It's going to be Jackson Rutledge now. So that's the end of the day for Ogasawara, who worked 0.2 innings, 1 hit. It was a home run, no walks, 2 strikeouts. They're going to go to Rutledge now. So it's going to be Jackson Rutledge to finish off the 7th. Maybe even work some of the 8th. Haven't really seen what he can do out of the bullpen just yet. Hasn't had too many big opportunities. So if you're a Phillies fan, good for you. Your team has the lead. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in today. I know JJ isn't streaming, so there's probably a lot more Phillies fans here today to watch this game. You guys should be happy. You have a 4-3 lead. Your support on District Nation is greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed. Silent listeners and viewers, new viewers, and subscribers included. Let's go. This is powerful indeed. JT Muto hits one for a homer. Let's go, JT. Yeah, 4-3 lead for the Phillies now, as Jackson Rutledge is going to take over for the Nationals. See if he can get a strikeout of Alec Boehm, or just get him to fly out. He's flied out to center and has a knock. Ogasawara, they're showing him come out to the bench. He did have a good outing, 2 strikeouts. Needing to get the homer, and then he threw his glove, so not too happy about his outing. And just kind of walked to the bench. Not a great outing from him, but good job, Shino. You did your job. You got 2 strikeouts, then you gave the homer. It's fine. I'm fine with the home run. You're still kind of young. You're still learning the MLB. It's fine. You're doing great. You're doing great, Shino. First pitch from Rutledge. At Boehm fouls this one down the right field line, and it's 0-1. 96 from the sinker. Today, enjoy the game. Let's go. It's a tight game. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on at District Nation. Thank you for joining us, Sports Roustabout. Rutledge, 46 games with a 6.16 ERA over 57 innings. 14 home runs given up. 1.58 whip. Not too good with the stats. The 0-1. That's outside, and it's 1-1 with 2 outs. The Nats will have the top of the lineup up in the 8th. Hopefully they can get a run. Boehm hitting at 282, 9 home runs and 45 RBIs. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at the slider, and it's 1-2. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Thank you, Charles. It's a tight game. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on District Nation today. Enjoy the game. Let's go. And enjoy the game, everybody. 60 subscribers. We just hit it. Thank you so much. We are at 60 subscribers. Spam the party emojis in the chat. Get the party emojis in the chat. Put any emoji in the chat, to be honest. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts in the inning and a home run. Not what you're looking for, but you get the 3 strikeouts. Rutledge gets out of the inning. 1 run for the Phillies. And it is a 4-3 game. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications today. Yes, and we just got 60 subscribers. Thank you so much to all 60 of you. I still remember 30. Now we're at 60. I've doubled my subscriber count since 30. Now we're here. This is really a definition of started from the bottom. Now we're here. If you're 60, put your shout out in the chat if you want to. I think we've gained 59 today, and I think we're back down. Did he unsubscribe? So as soon as I hit 59, he has 60 subscribers. Thank you so much to that subscriber. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are at 60. And be sure to like the stream. We got a few likes on the stream. We got 24 people in right now. My stream is just a bit behind. We're at 453 views. Wow. Thank you to everybody. We're close to 500. 500 would be cool. Halfway to 1K. Almost 1,000 people. Almost 450 people. We're in the stream today. We got 25 in right now. Thank you, everybody. Even if you're bots, I mean, that's fine. We're at 60. Closer to 100 every day. It's going to be James Wood to lead it off for the Nationals. He is 1 for 2. With a walk, he was picked off that inning. He struck out looking. As a knock, we'll see if Alvarado stays in for the 8th. The Marlins are going to visit the Nationals September 1st to 3rd. That's a series I'll tune into. So the Nationals haven't scored since the 1st with that 3-run home run from Adams. But it's going to be the top of the 8th now. 60 subs. Let's go, District Nation. Thank you, Sports Roustabout. Get 60. It's going to be Matt Strom for the 8th. 53 games with a 3.08. He was an All-Star last year. I don't know if he was an All-Star this year. He's going to take over. Here comes set. He's going to face James Wood. He's a lefty, actually. So another lefty out there. I was about to put him in the righty box. So you've got 3 lefties out of the pen. Ball 1 low and outside. Here's the pitch to Wood. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That's a base hit. Castellanos slides in to make the play. Wood rounding first, headed into second. He is in there with a double. The throw gets past Wood, and Turner is wiped out by Wood. Wood dove into second, and Turner is wiped out. But that's a double to lead off the inning by James Wood, and the tying run is on base. Good hit by him. He roasts that one to right field. He pulled it. Castellanos slid into the pen trying to get to it. Now here in the top of the 8th, they have a runner on second. And then Turner got wiped out by Wood as he slid in. Turner was blowing a bubble as that play happened. Turner is so smooth with that. So now it's going to be C.J. Abrams. Strom sets. He's a sidearm pitcher with the long hair. First pitch to Abrams. Swing and a miss. One swing can tie this game up or take the lead. He immediately gives up a double, though. I don't think that's what the Phillies manager was looking for. Strom sets. The 0-1. Swinging a fly ball out to right center. It's going to be about Marsh to make the catch. Wood's going to go nowhere. So that's after the double, a fly out to center for the first out of the inning. So no one goes anywhere. Runner on second with 1 away now. So now it's going to be Bell's on the dugout now? Okay. Bell's on the dugout, so it's going to be Andres Chaparro to hit now. Andres Chaparro's going to pinch hit, who's hitting .250 through 6 games at the Major League level this season. He's going to pinch hit for Bell. So it's a righty-lefty matchup now. Or lefty-righty, however you want to say it. Chaparro spelled with 2 R's. First pitch to Chaparro, and that's high ball 1. It's on 1-0 count. He's a pinch hitter here in the 8th. He wears number 87. Did not know that. He wears number 87. Maybe someone took his number. So do we 1-0. Strom sets. He has an open stance. Hands held high. The 1-0. Swinging a fly ball! Deep left field, but it's going to be caught by the left fielder. Actually, that was shortstop Turner. That was not as deep as I thought it was. And Turner went out to get it, but Chaparro barreled that, but he didn't really get it far. Turner was able to get it, but Turner also is arguably the fastest shortstop in the league. He could probably run track. So that's out number 2. So that's going to be Adams, who is 1 for 3 with a bomb, with a runner on second, who is the tying run here in the top of the 8th. See what he can do here. He is 1 for 3. 208 on the season, 8 bombs, 22 RBIs. He's had a pretty good month of August. First pitch to Adams. Swing and a miss at the slider, and it's 0-1. On deck is Luis Garcia Jr., the second baseman. See if they can get him up here in the 8th. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back, and it'll be 0-2. Got a lot of people filling up the stadium at Citizens Bank Park. Nationals Park is never this filled. Even at the World Series, it wasn't this filled 6 years ago. But now we get 10,000 a game if we're lucky. So it'll be 0-2, 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line, but that one's foul. Strom has 9 pitches on the inning. Strom checking his signs. He comes set. 0-2 count on Adams. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Adams swung through the breaking, but gives up 1 hit in the double, but then gets 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And now we're headed to the bottom of the 8th. He leaves a man. It is still 4-3 Phillies. The Phillies go wild when they get out. Man, I haven't seen that in a while. That's like postseason environment. But you're playing the Nationals. Like, excuse me, my mic went out just for a moment. We are at 480 views. Send this to someone you know. We're at 31 viewers right now. Send this to someone you know. Let's get to 500. And also send that person the subscribe button so we can get past 60. Maybe we can get to 61 tonight. The goal was 60. We hit it. So thank you to everyone who subscribed tonight. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th now. Probably will be Rutledge. But Strom works that inning. An update on some scores. Besides this 4-3 game, some good games. Top of the 7th, and Boston and New York are still scoreless. So we might, I think that's going to be my redirect is to Fitzy, the Fitzerman. Thanks to everyone who's even a Phillies fan here tonight. Thanks for tuning in with us. We're going to go to bottom of the 8th. We got 32 people and 34 now. 483 views. Thank you to people who are sending it to people you know. It's Philadelphia. District Nation Network moving forward, upward together. Thank you, Charles. Yes, you're a part of it, Charles. You're a mod. Everyone, if you're silent or you want to hang out in the chat, feel free to. So it's going to be a new pitcher for the Nationals. Going to be P.J. Bowlen, 9 games, 2.25 ERA. And it's another lefty. I don't know what it is with this game and lefties. He's going to come in for the 8th. He's going to come set. He'll face Brandon Marsh. First pitch is right in there, called strike 1 with a 77-mile-an-hour sweeper. Rutledge came out for the 7th to finish it up. Only 0.1 innings worked, and it was 1 strikeout. No hits, no runs. No walks, 1K. He only faced 1 batter. The 0-1. That is inside, and it's ball 1, a 1-1 count. Powland comes set. The 1-1 to Marsh. Swinging a ground ball off his foot. Ouch. Makes him fall on the ground, but he fouled that one off his foot. It'll be 2 strikes still, so it'll be a 1-2 count. Chaparro now at first. Young is in center. Balance sets. The 1-2 to Marsh. Swing and a miss. Flailing at a sweeper outside at 79. He gets Marsh down swinging for strikeout number 1. Powland's been pretty good out of the pen. So now it's going to be Nick Castellanos, who's 3 for 3, scored twice. He has 3 knocks. Pretty good day for him. First pitch to Castellanos. Swing and a miss on the outside. Change up, and it's 0-1. I'm in a debate. Do we redirect to Rhino or Fitzy? You got the Red Sox and the Yankees going on. But then you got CFL. So you got football or a good baseball game. Probably going to be a good baseball game. I like baseball. Powland steps back onto the rubber, facing Castellanos. Palin sets. The 0-1. Swinging a foul, and it'll be 0-2. Oh, hello. The Durantula is warming up in the pen. Johan Duran's going to come in for a one-run save. Hopefully the Nationals. I mean, I know I got Phillies fans in here, but let's go Nats. Let's get him a blown save. Let's make him blow it. The 0-2 from Palin is outside, and it's 1-2. 1-2 with one out. And that is Duran warming up. Johan Duran. He's going to come in for the ninth in a one-run game. Using him against. And looks like Palin having some pitch calm problems. In a 1-2 count with one out. So they're going to get him a new one or something. So it looks like a player's going to switch with him. So he gets a better one. So he says thank you to the umpire for the time. So he 1-2. One out. So they're going to have to face the Durantula. It's going to be Garcia, Jr., Cruz, and Lyle. The young boys are going to get a look. And the kind of veteran Ruiz. It's 1-2 with one out. So we one away. Palin sets. He's a lefty facing Castellanos, the righty. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Over there is Cruz at the track. He's going to make the catch on the track. Castellanos kind of reached and poked that one out to right. So it's 2 outs now, and it's going to be Max Kepler, who's 0 for 3 with a fly out, and a line out. The Durantula is warming up for the Phillies. Palin has 8 pitches, and he has 2 outs. Hopefully the Nationals can send up a ninth inning. Harrison Bader is going to hit for Kepler, the left fielder. First pitch to Harrison Bader is outside, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. So Young in center now, and Chaparro's at first. I didn't even fill in Young. Palin sets. He's facing Bader, the righty. Kepler, the lefty, was going to hit the 1-0. Swing a ground ball, foul, chopped. Then it'll be 1-1. The Durantula is warming up, though. Johan Duran. I wish Ferrer had a cool nickname like that, but no. We have Jose A. Ferrer. Just A. I'm going to start calling him A. A plus effort. A plus effort Ferrer. Straight A student. Here's the 1-1 to Bader. That's outside. It's 2-1. 506 views. Thank you so much to everyone who's been here. 27 viewers are currently here, but we got over 500. So the Phillies seem to be a good market. When JJ's not around, they seem to have a good market. I'm going to have to tell JJ that. That his boys came over here, his fans. The 2-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball at 91, and it's 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. Palin set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup in the dirt. Bader swings through it. So now we're going to head to the ninth. Garcia's going to lead it off. As now we're going to head to the ninth, the Durantula is going to come in. Scoreless inning for Palin worked. And Johan Duran's going to come in now. We're getting ready to watch that. We're going to take a break. Be back in just a moment. Top of the ninth is here. Johan Duran is going to take over for Philadelphia Phillies in a one-run game. He's going to take over. I honestly don't know much about Duran. I don't know if he's a lefty or righty. I'm going to see in just a moment. But Philadelphia, beautiful city at night. I've been maybe once, and it was during the day. DC's better. I like DC. Here it is. Duran's a righty. Durantula in the game. Here we go. Minnesota and Philly, 56 games, 22 saves out of 24 tries. He will face Luis Garcia Jr. First pitch is a splitter at 97 pumped in there. Called strike. Should be on. If anyone's here, hang out with us. Spam your own notifications. The 0-1. Swinging a chopper foul and will be 0-2. Attempting his 25th save. I don't think he's going to hit 50. I'd be surprised if he hit 50. That means he'd have to have a tear for the next month. He's only really got a month and a half of baseball left. It'll be 0-2. Duran into the wind. The 0-2. In the dirt. They'll check swing. The appeal. Yes, he did go. Not a good call, but that is strikeout number 1 for Duran, and it's swinging on a bad call. So that is out number 1 here in the top of the ninth. Sorry, I forgot to switch this. So now you're going to see Dylan Cruz, the right fielder. We'll see if there's a pinch hitter. Looks like there's not. They're going to let Cruz do this. But Duran, a good closer. Into the wind. He has a slower wind. First pitch to Dylan Cruz. Swing and a miss at a 99-mile-an-hour splitter, and it's 0-1. The Phillies fans go crazy for him. Wow. Nats fans are never like this with Finnegan. Well, now it's for rare because Finnegan got traded away. Duran into the wind. The 0-1 to Cruz. Called strike 2. That was high, but they're going to call it strike 2. And it's 0-2 now. Not in the strike zone, I'd say. But that's in there, apparently. So it'll be 0-2, 1 out. They're allowed for Duran, their closer. Into his slower wind. Here is the pitch to Dylan Cruz. Swing a ground ball down the right field line. That's fair. Taking opposite field. Castellanos will chase it into the corner. Cruz into second. And that's a double for Dylan Cruz with a 1 away. Here in the top of the ninth. Dylan Cruz takes 102 the opposite way on the 102-mile-an-hour fastball. He takes it the other way, grounds it down the right field line. And now there's a runner on second with 1 away. That runner is Dylan Cruz, who is fast. And that'll bring up Dalen Lyle, a lefty, to face Duran. A lefty facing a righty. Lyle's had some big hits. Duran sets. First pitch to Lyle. Swing and a miss at the 101-mile-an-hour fastball outside, and it's 0-1. 263 average, 3 home runs, 21 ribbies for Dalen Lyle, our man. It'll be 0-1, 1 out. Clock winding down. 0-1 from Duran. Swinging a blue pin into left field. That's going to drop. Cruz around third. He's going to try to score. The throw is offline. He's safe, and this game is tied. Lyle into second base. Tied at 4. Duran blows the save. Lyle into second. He hustled to second, so he's going to have an RBI single, and he advances to second, and this game is tied. Dalen Lyle comes through with an RBI knock. 4-4 now. Duran, the Durantula, blows it in the top of the ninth. Lyle got around first and then hustled to second. Knew he had to go around. So now it's going to be Brady House to try to put him on top in the top of the ninth. It is a blown save now, so he does not get save 25 today. First pitch to House. Swinging a chopper foul and it'll be 0-1. That is exactly what the Nationals needed. So they can go to extras now, or Lyle can score from second, and they can take a lead in a warm-up. Jose A. Ferrer. Duran. Checking his signs. He comes set. They've taken him opposite way both times. Lyle took him to right field with the 102 fastball, and then Lyle turned around a 99-mile-an-hour splitter, put it in the left center, scoring Cruz. On a great play, the throw got away from Realmuto for a bit. The 0-1. He goes. The pitch is outside. The throw is all fine into left field. Lyle's coming around third. He's going to score. The Nationals are going to take the lead in the top of the ninth. Realmuto, who's a great offensive and defensive catcher, threw it into left field, and Lyle was able to score. He was on second, and it's 5-4 Nationals in the ninth on an error by JT Realmuto, and they take the lead here in the ninth. 5-4 with one out. So that's not an earned run, but it's an error on the catcher. So that pitch to House is low and outside, and it's 2-1. But the Nationals are going to take a lead here. Both teams playing a great game. Yep. Hey, you got to get 27 outs. You can't take a knee. Duran has not done that. The 2-1 to House is in the dirt, ball 3, starting to lose it a bit. You can't take a knee, especially if you're the home team. You have to get 27 outs. He only got 25, then it all went apart a little bit. He struck out Garcia, then Cruz doubled, then Lyle singled, and he scored the 3-1. Swinging a ground ball down the left field line, but it's foul, and the count is full. Baby, tie up the baby. Let's go. Let's go. Good game. This is a game you want to be here for. Send people the link. Get people in the stream. Watch the game. The Phillies are down 5-4. Did not expect this to happen. I did not expect it to happen, if I'm being honest. Taylor Lyle scores. Here's the pitch. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Set strikeout number 2, and Duran gets it. But the Nationals are going to take a lead. So it's going to be Orlando Rebalta to try to get the save. Now it's going to be Jacob Young. First pitch from Duran. So in a ground ball foul, and it'll be a 1. Good stuff by runner on second to get home. Yeah, it was on an error by Realmuto, but Lyle went home on it. Down to the wire action on District Nation Network MLB Baseball action Friday night. Thank you, Charles. So Lyle's getting talked to. Did not know that would happen. Unexpected way to take the lead, the 0-1. It's called strike 2, and it's 0-2. So only one earned run. Yeah, great heads up play. Yeah, great play. I was going crazy. I stood up. The ball got away from him a little bit, and Lyle hustled home. Great heads up play. I mean, I don't think many people would do that. The 0-2, just low, ball 1. That was in the zone, to be honest, but they're not going to get the call. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a chopper, foul. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications today. Yeah, we're at 60. We've gained 4 today, I believe. It'll be 1-2 outs. Did not know coming back from a little bit of a break, I'd get this type of game. A great game. Lyle, great play by him. Here's the 1-2. High, and it's 2-2 with the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So the Durantula spun a web, could not catch his prey. So it's a 5-4 game. He just threw his first fastball at 100. Yodo to again. It'll be a 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, and it'll be foul again. We'll do 2-2. So looks like it might be Rebalta for the bottom of the ninth. I mean, I'd want to see Ferrer. You have to face Stott and then Turner and Schwarber. So you got, they're going to probably go pitch hit. They're going to put in the lefty. So you can't really send up Ferrer. I personally would send up Cole Henry in this situation. He's already faced this roster. Send up Cole Henry. Duran. Into the wind. The 2-2 is outside. The count is full. Sports Roustabout, great network. Yes, thank you to Sports Roustabout for connecting us to the community. All the broadcasters to the community. Charles Adderley's message won't disappear off my screen. I don't like when it glitches. So, Realmuto is going to call time and go out and talk to Duran, calm him down a little bit. Count is full at 3-2 with 2 outs. Duran steps back onto the rubber. He goes into the line. The righty-righty matchup. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the Phillies fans go nuts on that one. And he technically strikes out the side. It doesn't go his way, though. Lyle scores on an error. So there's 2 runs. Only one of them is earned on 2 hits. An error. No one left on. We're going to go to the bottom of the ninth. But before then, we're just going to take a quick break. Just take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a moment with the bottom of the ninth MLB action. We're back a little bit early before the bottom of the ninth starts, but we'll check who it's going to be to face Bryson Stott. Try to get a save here, and it looks like it's going to be the main man. Is it going to be Palin again? Palin's going to try to get the save. MLB update. Blue Jays 5, Miami 2, bottom of the 8th, Red Sox 1. Oh, the Red Sox took the lead. Palin's going to try to get the save. That one runs inside on a ball 1. The Phillies fans are standing up and yelling at Palin. So Palin already has the win. We'll see if he can secure it. Bottom 8, KC3, Detroit 5, bottom 7. Thank you, Sports Roustabout, for that MLB update. Be sure to check him out. He doesn't make content. He doesn't stream. But he connects. He finds other broadcasters and broadcasts for him. He hangs out in their stream. Coming sets Palin. Here's the 1-0. That is outside, and it's 2-0. So we're going to head over to Fitzy probably after this, but he's in the bottom of the 8th. I think I'm going to send you guys over. You're probably a lot of baseball fans. Let's go to Fitzy. We'll depend on what the score is. The 2-0. That is called strike 1 in the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Going to miss JJ for the weekend. But the Nationals do take the lead, exactly what they needed. Get 2 runs. 2-1. Swinging a fly ball on the infield. Abrams and Garcia there. It's going to be Abrams to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So that's the first out on a pop-up to Abrams. Out number 1. So Palin has 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Palin coming set. He's facing Trey now. Palin a lefty. I don't know why they left in Palin. First pitch to Turner. That is called strike 1 on the outside. I mean, what works for you works. Turner is 0 for 4. Does not have a knock. He has reached on a fielder's choice. Palin sets. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a sweeper low, and it's 0-2. Thanks to everyone who's been here today. We will check up on the scores, figure out who we're going to today, figure out someone to redirect to. 34 people in. Thank you. The 0-2, swinging a ground ball, foul. 2-0-2 again. We have plenty of people here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Looks like we're going to go to probably Rhino because he's doing his own thing. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Trey Turner swings through that changeup. That's strikeout number 3 for Palin and out number 2. And the last chance for the Phillies will be Kyle Schwarber with 2 outs. If you're wondering, Rhino makes football content. He's covering the ELF tomorrow. I think that's going to be like 9 a.m. stream. Yep, 9 a.m. Bright and early with Rising Rhino. Now it'll be Kyle Schwarber. First pitch from Palin. Swinging a line drive to right. Dylan Cruz is there. Third out of the inning. And the Nationals get a late 9th inning comeback off of the Durantula. Johan Duran gets the loss, and PJ Palin gets the win. 5-4 is your final score. The Washington Nationals going to win. Both teams had 8 hits, and that one error meant it all when Real Muto threw a ball into left field. That meant it all. The Nationals are going to take game 1 of this 3-game series. A good win for them. Everyone's cheering on Lyle for that big win. Palin does what he needs to do. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to redirect you over to the Rhino, because I like the Rhino. So, everyone, you can head over to the Rhino. That's the wrong account. I'll redirect you all over. Be sure to tell them District Nation sent you. I'll be over there in just a moment when I finish this all up. But thank you, everyone, for coming over today to watch some Washington Nationals baseball. There's your Nats win screen. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to today's stream. So there is your redirect link. So go over there. Tell them Rising Rhino sent you. Hang out over there. I'll be over there in just a moment. Nationals win this one 5-4 on a late inning comeback. Cruz and Lyle fielded it with Cruz hitting a double. Lyle hit a single, and then he scored. Both of them scored, winning it 5-4. 5-8-0 for the Nationals. 4-8-1 for the Phillies. Thank you so much for tuning in to District Nation today. We will probably not be back tomorrow. Probably not going to be back for a while until our September 7th football broadcast. I don't have much time. I am currently